And here we go, MJ Morning Show on a Thursday morning, and the overnight storms caused some damage in a couple of places. So, Fester, Froggy in the studio. I see no Roxanne this morning.
I just got word that she's locked out. Somebody needs to let her in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go get her. All right. Just hang on one sec. So,
Andrew's going to go get her.
So, Fester, any damage in Europe? I mean, we had just heavy rain. I'm in South Tampa. So I'm in Beach Park area. I'm in South Tampa, West Shore side, on the Tampa Bay side in South Tampa. And we just had like heavy rain come through about, 11:45, 11:50 last night. We had heavy rain, but that was, when I got out this morning, there really weren't any like palm fronds down indicative of like really, really strong wind. So I don't know what you had in Lutz. Oh, geez. Hang on. You got no microphone here. Festi, your mic is not working.
I'm on the wrong mic.
Dude, what is...
I'm on the wrong mic.
You swung Roxanne's mic.
It was already in my position.
You're trying to talk into Roxanne's mic. You are so disheveled, you don't even know what microphone you're supposed to talk into. My God, hang on a minute. Just wait a second. Your mic's not up. Hang on a minute.
Listen, okay. So this morning I had like some humid breeze, but that was it.
You just said you had a humid breeze?
Yeah, like outside right now.
All right.
Yeah, when I got out, my glasses fogged up
right.
immediately.
It's very windy out right now.
Crazy.
And it's a lot of humidity in the air right now. So I had a humid breeze. I felt it when I got out of the car here. I felt it when I got out of my house in L.A. And
My glasses are my indications
right.
when they go. You just can't
everything
see.
is like all the glasses.
Let's go to Festa with a breaking news weather update. Yeah, I got a humid breeze.
Why don't meteorologists use that term? That's what it is.
Yeah.
It was a very humid breeze
All
this
right,
morning.
So, Froggy, anything in your town and country area? Or what's the story?
We had soccer practice and it stormed halfway through it, and then it stopped, and then it rained again late at like 11:30 when I was asleep.
Yeah, so that's the deal. So I know because I was talking to somebody at about 6 o'clock or so, and they had they were driving through heavy rain up on the Veterans, I think near the airport, or a little north of the airport. So the deal is, as far as the local weather overnight, they think a possible tornado or a water spout at north part of Clearwater Beach did some damage. So at this juncture in time, at least 2 homes have some damage. I guess El Dorado Avenue in North Clearwater Beach, that area. So no injuries. There's one report that a bedroom wall caved in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and a woman was in bed, and the storm rolled through, and her bedroom wall caved in on her. But no, I guess reports of injuries. So that's North Clearwater Beach on some type of cyclonic, tornadic activity, and then Dunedin Causeway area. So there are reports that there is some damage, so Dunedin as well. So, but isolated. We're not dealing with widespread. We're dealing with little pinpoint pockets of some damage from the really bad overnight weather, and we just have some unsettled weather. Hang on a minute. Just coming in from Dennis Phillips. A humid breeze caused the lady's wall to collapse at her house on El Dorado Avenue in North Clearwater Beach.
That's a very fast-moving humid breeze.
Yeah.
I know what Fester's talking about. I just got smacked in the face with that humid breeze when I was walking in the door.
Yeah.
It was like my phone turned all moist. It was
Ugh,
so
I hate that
weird.
word.
Moist.
Did that
I know.
not happen to you? All the
Moist.
windows in the glass building that we're in are all kind of slicked over.
Why are so many people turned off by the word moist?
I don't know. I don't like it.
It's a short word that uses a combination of sounds that shouldn't naturally go together.
Oi and st.
Yeah.
Moist. It has 3 very, very different sounds that just moist.
So-
I want you to say that when you describe your human breeze.
Yeah.
Human breeze.
That what? It was a moist, humid air.
Fester also causes human breezes. Yeah, so,
We walk by you.
Humid. All right.
so Roxanne, you were locked out?
Yeah.
May I ask why you're locked out of the radio station?
I moved my
hold on.
key
I got to
card.
mark this down for management that you were late.
Yeah, you do. Okay, and you know what? Why don't you stay here? Why don't you stick around today
Till 3.
with me until 3,
Till 3.
and wait until that news conference comes down? We can do together. That's what we should do.
What news conference?
There's an announcement today that I need to stick around for that's happening in the 2 o'clock
Yeah, I
hour.
know
So you
that-
and I can stay here,
yeah.
hold hands together,
Till 3.
and say it together until 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I work till 3.
well. The news conference is at 1 p.m. So the news conference is at 1 p.m. You can announce it the minute you don't need to stay till 3.
Oh, you know what 1 p.m. is? That's
the minute
3 hours later than you guys stay.
The minute that the announcement is made, and I almost blurted. See, I know what it is, and Andrew, our producer. Andrew, turn your microphone on in the producer's booth. Andrew stopped me and warned me that I could screw up a big promotional deal if I almost blurted out what the big announcement coming at Ray J. So 1 o'clock, Raymond James, even the mayor of Tampa, Jane Castor, is going to be there. Jimmy Carter, former president, is going to be there.
Just had a birthday. 99.
Exactly. So big announcement. I almost blurted it out yesterday on the show.
Uh-oh.
And were you not here?
No, I was just reiterating.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's a sign of a good producer, Andrew.
So
stopping you.
Andrew was in the producer's booth yesterday morning. Andrew was like, yeah! And if you're looking at MJTV, I was doing this frantic wave off, no. So Andrew, he kind of stopped me, but because I was about to just blurt out what the big announcement is and what is coming to town. And I almost blurted out a couple of names, and I stopped short of doing so because, Andrew, it's your feeling that I could have totally torched a big promotional.
There's that, and the possibility that you'd be wrong.
No, I'm not.
I'm hearing two different rumors.
No.
Me too.
I listen. I'm not wrong. I have it from absolute authority.
Jimmy Carter told you.
No.
Yes. He's going to be at the press conference.
I have it from absolute authority what's going on, and I guess I could have screwed things up for the Beasley Media Group cluster. I could have caused a real cluster. Fudge.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I could. So Andrew stopped me from blurting out the big announcement yesterday. So I guess I'll have to be a good boy and wait until they officially reveal it today.
When Roxanne gets to announce it.
Yeah,
Roxanne
all right.
will have the breaking news at 3.
Yeah, no, the breaking news will be able to be revealed just after they make the announcement, just after 1 o'clock today.
I think we should do it all together.
All right, 6:08 at the MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling. A busy Thursday morning. The weather will remain a little unsettled during the course of the day. I guess more storms could be coming in from the north and then coming a little south, and just kind of in a weird little pattern here. As we get rolling on a Thursday, it is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. A couple of traffic issues. Let's grab Pat with the latest, and we're back in minutes.
Still a pretty good ride on the interstates, but that could change quickly, of course. The bridges are still moving along without a problem. But we do have the Dunedin Causeway closed down because of the overnight storm damage and parts of northern.
Morning Show at Q105 at 6:20. Froggy's all excited because Froggy got a new truck yesterday. Froggy's replaced the bashed-up, totaled Nissan Titan that lady a couple of Saturdays ago crashed into, just jolting. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't find the word.
Smashing?
No. It's
Bashing?
No, there's a word I'm looking
Jamming?
for. No. Anyway, lady, God, there's a word I'm looking for. Anyway.
Juxtaposed?
No, that wouldn't be juxtaposed.
He juxtaposed Froggy's fender.
Yeah. So Froggy got a new truck yesterday. Actually, I saw Froggy at the car dealership, and Froggy was like a little kid at a candy store, and within like 2 hours, Froggy's driving out in a brand new truck. We'll get into that later on. Hey, Powerball, if you're going to check your tickets to see if you won last night, you didn't. That's right. If you think if you're waking up and you're like, oh man, maybe while I was sleeping, I won the Powerball. You know, the drawing was 11 o'clock Eastern time last night. And, people go to sleep, and they typically don't announce a winner until they have to get all the results in. They got to get all the data in from all the various states because it's a multi-state lottery. What are like 40-something that participate, whatever the story is. And they have to wait for all the data to come in overnight. So usually, sometimes by 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, you get the details. And if you were hoping that you were going to wake up, or if you dreamt last night and a lot of people do this, when there's a big lottery drawing, like last night's $1.73 billion, I think the second largest ever in the United States. So if you were having like dreams last night about winning the Powerball and you woke up, or you're waking up now and you're, let me check real quick. Unless you live in California, a little north of Los Angeles, you did not win because one ticket again, a single freaking ticket sold in California in Fraser Park, which is about 70 miles to the north of Los Angeles. So what is that? Would that be Ventura County or anyway, so about 70. Bring up the liquor store where the ticket was sold, Fester. Let's do a little Google review hunt for Midway Market and Liquor in Fraser Park. So Midway, do a little Google search here, because this is where the winning ticket was sold.
Midway?
Midway Market and Liquor, Fraser Park, 70 miles north of L.A.
That seems like on the way to Bakersfield, right?
So, Bakersfield is way out of the way from there.
Kern County.
Bakersfield is what is it?
Kern?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
All right, so Bakersfield is hundreds and hundreds of miles north of there. All right, so see if you can find a Google review for
4.3.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, Midway Market Liquor. Oh, that place looks like a dump.
It looks like a liquor store.
All right. Well, all right. It's no Lucan's, I'll tell you that. Let me see the Google reviews.
KCLA's already been out there and talked to the guy.
Are you serious? Well, they're open at what? At 2 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know, but here's their report.
Wait a minute. Employee at Fraser. Hang on a minute. Hold on. Let me bring this up.
Now on KCAL News tonight at 10, Southern California has a new billionaire tonight.
That's right. The one and only winning ticket in tonight's $1.7 billion Powerball lottery was sold right here in Southern California.
So this was their 10 o'clock news last night. And since they're 3 hours back, so the drawing, of course, is 11 p.m. our time. Because, Florida, we actually do the drawing. So Powerball is actually drawn at Tallahassee, Florida Lottery headquarters. So the Powerball's drawn here in Florida for the entire country. So that's 11 o'clock or 10:59 Eastern time. So that's, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock L.A. time. So 2 hours later, they do their 10 o'clock news. So they already knew what it was. So they already knew at this point. All right, let's listen to a little more of this little thing from KCAL News in Southern California.
Yeah. And those very lucky winning numbers tonight, here they are: 22, 24, 40, 52, 64, and the Powerball number is 10.
We got it. All right.
The winning ticket bought at Midway Market and Liquor on Fraser Mountain Park Road in Fraser Park.
And our Laurie Perez has just pulled into the parking lot just a few minutes ago. And I'm sure folks...
Wait a minute. Did that anchor just mispronounce a reporter's name?
Yeah.
He's, you know what? He's reading the flipping prompter. like a robot. The guy mispronounces his own like anchor's name.
His co-host name.
Yeah. No, not the co-host. It's the reporter. Yeah, the reporter. Yeah.
Co-worker.
Yeah. So
The winning ticket bought at Midway Market and Liquor on Fraser Mountain Park Road in Fraser Park.
And our Lori Perez is Paris, rather.
or Lori Perez, Paris rather. I don't know the name of my own colleagues, but let's go to a reporter. I can't even say her damn name properly.
Was just pulled into the parking lot just a few minutes ago, and I'm sure folks out there are so excited.
Well, you know, as news is spreading, I'm sure they are going to be crowded with people coming in, because how exciting is it that someone came right here to this stand and very likely picked up one of these tickets to fill out the winning numbers. Now,
No, that's erroneous.
Power
It's-
play, probably.
It's probably a quick pick. Yeah, it's probably most people play quick picks,
Yeah.
where you let the computer pick the numbers. And she's like, most likely they came and she was standing in front of the little stand where they have all the tickets and the little pencils, little golf pencils where you fill out your little circles.
And in the anchor's defense,
Yep.
her last name is Perez.
It is Perez.
But
Yes.
she's all bougie and pronounces it Perez or Perez or something.
I'm just going to call her Pez Head.
Goes Pez head.
It's just-
She talks to the clerk behind the counter. We'll get to that.
Hey, MJ, I don't care about California geography that much, but I did live there, so I had to search this to see if I was right or you were right.
Yeah.
Bakersfield is only 40 miles north of this place, so
Oh,
it
okay.
is in the direction.
All right.
Yeah, you're way wrong, MJ.
Yeah, way wrong.
You lose
You're wrong.
today's California geography quiz.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Just-
All right. So we have a winner. One freaking ticket in California for Powerball, $1.73 billion. It better not be that Edwin Castro dude again. Edwin Castro wins twice.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe he bought a ton of tickets.
Yeah, he's bought a ton of houses. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's purchased like $75 million in real estate now. He's got homes like, what is he doing?
Investing.
That doesn't make any sense. All right, so you didn't win Powerball if you're here in the Tampa Bay area or you're in Florida, because one ticket, come on, $1.73 billion. Why can't you have like 2 or 3 winners on that? It just shows. It's just another demonstration on how horrifically awful these odds are. That first of all, you can get to a jackpot that high by not having the correct numbers picked. And then with the number of tickets sold per minute, as you get towards like nearly record-setting jackpots, with the number of tickets that are being sold, that you only have one winner, one person selected, or luckily had the computer select the winning combination, 1 in 292 million odds. Anyway, so Andrew, our producer, it's like double back-to-back freak-out days. So Andrew was freaking out yesterday because I was about to blurt out the big announcement being made at the Ray J. So yesterday, I almost just blurted out what the big announcement's going to be at the big press conference today at 1 o'clock. And Andrew stopped me, and he was like, waving frantically. And now Andrew's also just all aggravated this morning. So your producer room, where you put in all of the special audio bites that we use,
Yeah.
Your room is all broken and not working?
I am unable to put audio in a system that we use on the air. Correct.
Yeah. So Andrew, you have to go somewhere else to do it, or what?
I don't know if I can do it from another room,
Great. And then
but other people can.
right.
But other people who are also having issues.
All right,
so.
because this whole place has issues. You know what? We have a big staff meeting this morning, and I'm just going to freak out in the staff meeting.
Cool.
I'm going to blow my top and blow my lid, and I'm going to commandeer the room. Yeah, our general manager Ron is having like a little town hall today, and I'm gonna be the village crier, and I'm gonna have one of those. I'm gonna have a megaphone. I'm bringing. Guess what?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna bring in this megaphone.
Yes.
And I'm gonna hit the siren and everything. I'm gonna bring in the megaphone, and I'm just gonna get up and I'm like, there is nothing more important than fixing the equipment in this dump. All right. That should be priority number one. Fix the equipment in here. The whole place is just falling apart because it's all CBS equipment from 2006.
Wait,
Before
we really
that-
have a meeting today?
Yeah, 10:15.
Yeah, 10:15. All call staff meeting. I know, Froggy, you can't wait to get back out on the road in your brand new pickup truck, which we'll talk about later on. So we're just getting started here on a Thursday. So I'm sorry for the bad news about Powerball. Hopefully, your home wasn't damaged. Isolated pockets of weather damage last night. Nothing widespread. But if it happened to you, obviously it's pretty bad. A lady on El Dorado, I guess, North Clearwater, she's in bed and her wall caves in. Some type of an F0, whether it was a tornado, a water spout, but some tornadic activity in North Clearwater, also Dunedin Causeway. You've got some cars damaged. So, some isolated pockets of damage, but nothing widespread. So, 6:32 MJ Morning Show here on a Thursday. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to really mix things up this morning. And next, in minutes, we'll do Morons on the News. Okay? That's a joke. That's a joke. You got it. All right, so early Morons in the News next. We're back in minutes. Man, I got a pretty good pile this morning. So you don't want to miss the Morons next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Now... Pants back on, Fester. Yeah, Fester's like, you gotta play the liquor clerk. You gotta. We'll play the liquor clerk at like 7 o'clock, okay?
Fine.
I calm down. Yeah, so we played a little bit of the KTL. Oh, I'm sorry, not KTLA, KCAL. We played a little bit of the KCAL news report because they're 3 hours back, so they already knew that there was a winner, and they even knew the liquor store north of Los Angeles where the one Powerball ticket was sold last night. Again, California. Oh, man. Too many jackpots are, well, I mean, they are, the most populous state in the country, but, still.
Is that
winner? Too many jackpots are being won in California.
Wasn't there a winner a couple of weeks ago from Skid Row? Have they ever come forward?
Oh, that's
for
another
the band?
No.
No.
Sebastian Bach.
Oh.
Was that the lead singer of Skid Row? Is it Sebastian Bach?
I think he was, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him recently. He's like 250 pounds now.
Is he really? That's awesome.
He was a skinny little waif.
Now he's bald with a big, long Michael Bolton mullet. And he's all fat. I swear.
Get out of here.
He looks like hell.
You're right. Did anyone ever come forward with, it was like, was that Mega Millions in downtown Los Angeles? And it was, Fester's right. It was like 2 blocks from the infamous Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles. All right, so that's Sebastian Bach today. Holy crap. It looks like Linda Tripp, who was involved in the whole Monica Lewinsky deal.
Is that a guy?
What?
I was thinking the same thing.
Really?
I was like, it's Linda Tripp.
Oh, man.
I haven't said that name in years.
Sebastian Bach from Skid Row, the 80s, hair band.
He looks awful.
Looks like Linda Tripp. I'm sorry, Sebastian. All right. So early morons in the news. Let's just dive in. Hey, the last thing you want to do is drive to an airport, and you know where you've got like baggage pickup or passenger drop off. The last thing you want to do at an airport is drive up, not move your car, and then tell the parking people and the police that you got a bomb under your car. Yeah, that's not going to work out very well for you. But essentially, that's what happened yesterday. A dude makes a bomb threat at the Baltimore-Washington International Airport. Tell you what, everyone put your hands in the air right now. Hands in the air right now. All right? For a special MJ prize. The first one to blurt out the airport code for Baltimore-Washington Airport. Go.
BWI.
That is correct, Fester. But your hands were not in the air.
Well, I know the answer. How could I possibly have looked it up in that short of time?
And wait a sec.
And we share a computer monitor.
We do, but I don't know. You're holding your phone.
Yeah, all the things I hold.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. What am I thinking? You are such a klutz and a clod on searching. There's no way you could possibly search that quickly.
BWI.
So you knew that?
Yes.
Good for you. Yeah. So Baltimore, Washington is BWI. What is Tampa?
Wait, what's the prize?
All right. So Tampa's TPA.
Yes,
What's
it is.
Fort Lauderdale?
FLL.
FFL.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
FLL.
FLL.
No, not FFL. It's FLL.
FL.
All right.
For Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood.
Let's slow down the nerd herd right now and get back to the bomb guy.
All right, so here it is. So the suspected parked car at curbside, the driver threatened officials, said they had a bomb inside the vehicle. Oh, my, just a huge mess. There's video of the dude being taken into custody. What is your malfunction? They shut down the whole terminal roadway. Bomb squad had to comb through the car, said he had a bomb in the car, claimed he had a bomb under the car. This guy's a mess. So things were screwed. People missed flights. There were all the delays going on, but operations got hammered. And listen, we obviously probably had people affected, people leaving the Baltimore-Washington area and coming back to Tampa, or maybe even some folks that were leaving Tampa going to BWI up in Baltimore maybe were affected by this. So, yeah, a little hot tip, little airport etiquette. Don't go to the airport and then not move your car and park right there at, like, passenger drop-off and then tell the parking people that are trying to, shoo you along, or the police officers, don't tell them you got a bomb under your car. That might cause a little bit of an issue and kind of gum up the works a little bit.
Just a tad.
Yeah, they're going to come tear apart your car.
Yeah.
That's the least of your problems.
Yeah, this guy was cuffed and stuffed, and this guy, that's felonious to claim he got a bomb. I mean, the whole entryway to get to the airport for departures and arrivals, the whole thing was all gummed up and messed up yesterday. All right, next, early moron in the news. Speaking of airports, got another. I don't know what it is about airports and morons in the news today. You got a traveler up in Atlanta exposed himself to a young girl at the airport.
Ew.
What the hell? A guy has been handcuffed, taken into custody, and pulled off a flight. The flasher, the exposer dude, exposed himself allegedly to a little girl and then got on a flight. And they were able to identify it. This is pretty cool, actually. The way they found him is pretty cool. Obviously, his actions are just repulsive and repugnant. But the guy was pulled off the flight, allegedly exposed himself to a young girl. This was at the Frontier gates. So the lewd act happened while people were waiting to get on a Frontier Airlines flight here to Florida up in Atlanta at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. What's the airport code there? Anybody? 3, 2, 1?
Oh, is this what we're going to
ATL?
do?
Yes, it is. Very good.
Is this the whole day?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Maybe.
What's MJ's code? ASS. Come on, stop doing that.
We're coming in for a landing into ASS,
So-
MJ International.
Major Kelly Collier from the City of Atlanta Police Department said that Andre Galanine was caught on video exposing himself while looking at an unknown young traveler. Another traveler saw this unknown traveler acting suspiciously and began to record him again. Everybody has a TV camera, man. Everyone's cell phone, unless you're on some flip crap. But even some of the flip craps have a
Pretty good camera.
a photo and video feature, and some people are going back to flip crap phones. Hey, remember we did a story a couple of months ago about like Generation Z. Some Gen Zs want flip phones for some crazy reason. I don't know. So another traveler saw what was going on, quickly pulled out the phone, started rolling, and then there was evidence. And the suspect was able to get on the flight, a Frontier flight from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale, but police were able to track him down and arrest him. And part of this was because the guy that videoed the lewd act then actually walked and followed, so they knew what gate he had gone to.
Yeah.
And he was able to guide the airport police to where this. Can you imagine whipping out your wang and at the Atlanta airport?
Yeah, he was
What was he? Was it like basketball shorts? And he was just, I don't get it. I don't understand. There's a million people around.
Yeah.
It was a full Frontier frontal.
Frontier nudity. Frontal Frontier. Oh, and you know what? Frontier, they have all the creatures on the tail, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and believe it or not, this one had a platypus wiener. Yeah, so that was the actual animal on the tail of this Frontier Airbus. No, but they just going on the video. This is amazing. Yeah, well, listen, they had good video, but the individual that videotaped this showed it to the airport police and where he had gone, and using the guy's camera, they're watching the video, and they boarded the flight, and they found the guy seated on the Frontier flight and yanked him off.
Oh, come on.
Just jerked him right off the flight.
All right.
Jerked him right off the flight. Anyway.
They said, sir, take your jacket off.
And then there are what?
Before they arrested him, they said, hey, listen.
They did.
Jacket off, sir. Take it off.
Take your jacket off?
Yes.
Stop. Let's just stop right now. And then there's video. Passengers, when the guy was busted on the plane, then, of course, you've got 100 people on the plane videoing the guy getting pulled out of his seat and cuffed and perp walked down the aisle. So now there's video of that. Yeah, this dude's in big trouble. What a schmuck. Yeah, I mean, exposing yourself to a girl, Atlanta, what is the matter with you? All right, 6:51 at the MJ Morning Show. So that's a little early chunk of morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show. Froggy, you raising your hand for something?
No, I'm stretching. That's it. My morning stretch.
Oh, I thought you were raising your hand for something.
You got to get the circulation going.
Got to get the blood flowing.
Very important. Hey, we are minutes away. And Fester, yes, I'll play the Powerball clerk audio coming up in the next segment. Okay, you going to be happy?
Happier.
All right, Fester's all angry because I didn't play the clerk that was interviewed where the winning Powerball ticket was sold last night out in California again. All right, 6:51. So we're back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by, please. 7:03 here on a Thursday morning, and I'm just looking at the gruesome detail. I don't even want to say all this. Hey guys, we gotta have a chat. I just need everyone back in the studio. I just need everyone back in the studio.
I mean, what does it take?
Really, guys?
Fester's just walking in right now. Roxanne's not in the studio.
Reprehensible, guys.
I mean, guys, don't put me in the position of having to yell at you guys. I hate doing it.
Yes.
You want me to yell?
I'm looking
I'll
at
yell at the crew.
I'm looking at the just kind of the gruesome details here, and I want to restrain myself, but it hasn't gotten a lot of attention, but they found more wreckage and like remains from that Titanic disaster. You know, a lot of people forgot about this. A lot of people just have it seemed like a little out of sight, out of mind. And remember, this consumed like not only the country, this consumed like the world a couple of months back with that Titanic exploration submersible, the Titan that imploded, and just the thing just evaporated, you know, taking along that crew with a total of 6 people on that thing.
Couple of billionaires,
Yeah.
right?
And the additional news that kind of came out earlier this week, a couple of days ago, that seemed to have gotten buried a bit, is that the Coast Guard, marine safety engineers for the U.S. Coast Guard, that they pulled more pieces of wreckage out, including the 22-foot intact titanium end cap of the vessel. They pulled this off the ocean floor this week. And what they found were about 1,600 feet from where the actual Titanic sits. And remember, this happened back in June. And it just seems like the huge story consumed the country for a couple of weeks, and then poof, the story just went away. And here we are reminded again, hey, they just found some more parts of this Titanic submersible deal, which, I mean, what a mess. And then they also found, now, again, I saw some kind of grisly details. I'm not gonna get into that.
What did they find? A leg?
Well,
not getting into it.
I'm not getting.
What'd they find?
Why do you have to play a body part game show here?
Because it's like, well, they found human remains, but I'm not getting into the grisly details.
Because I read a couple of things on that was a little bit stomach turning. I'm trying to avoid that.
It's not like buying a vowel on Wheel of Fortune, or you can't buy a body part.
Yeah, I'd like to buy a spleen, Pat.
MJ,
what?
Too soon.
A spleen?
Spleen.
I mean, I'm bringing up a leg. You're bringing up specific organs?
Anyway, so they found more parts to this Ocean Gate submersible after that disaster.
Yeah, the whole world had their eyes on it, like the when the Thai boys were missing. But that had to happen, that was a good ending.
The cave.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of. Like, the whole world kind of holding our breath to see what happens.
That's a pretty good example. That when the kids on that little trek and they went through that cave and then the water level rose and they were trapped in the back of the cave, they had to knock those kids out.
They did.
They gave them like injections to knock them out so they weren't freaking out as they were being brought out through the water by those divers.
True story.
That was pretty miraculous.
Yeah.
So, Fester, I saw a little video last night, and I read something, and the minute I saw this, I'm like, oh, my God, don't tell Fester this. So I won't. All right, I'm moving along. It is 7:06. No, I'm kidding.
That's fine.
There is a woman, I don't know if this is real or fake or if Olive Garden was complicit. There is a woman that has shot a video. She's put it on social media. A woman shot a video where she's smuggling out 11 containers of pasta from Olive Garden as she completely takes advantage of that endless all-you-can-eat pasta deal at Olive Garden. Is that just going on right now, or is that like a fall special? What's the story here?
I'm not at Olive Garden enough to know their entire schedule, but I know what's going on now. The endless soup salad breadsticks is always happening.
That always happens.
And they have pasta, endless pasta.
Now it's all-you-can-eat pasta?
Yes.
Again, listen, I have not been to an Olive Garden for my Italian craving since 1993 and the Olive Garden on Lynn Haven Parkway in Virginia Beach. But, they call it the never-ending pasta bowl.
Yes. And it's back for a limited time.
back for a limited time. And what is it, $13.99?
Yeah.
$13.99 for the never-ending pasta bowl. Well, this lady decided to take the never-ending pasta bowl. I'm pretty sure the stipulation is you got to eat the never-ending pasta at your table at Olive Garden during that visit and that seating.
That's the small print. Who reads it?
Yeah, screw the small print,
So questions.
says Froggy.
Did she bring her own containers?
Yes.
That's the key.
So she
Paint buckets.
Yeah, she shot a video of her taking 11 portions of pasta out of Olive Garden during the never-ending pasta bowl marathon or whatever the hell they're calling this thing.
That's good thinking.
Yeah. So she puts a video online, and the caption is, quote, "When the Olive Garden employee asks me how I finished 11 bowls of pasta in 5 minutes at the all-you-can-eat pasta deal today." Well, because they have to bring it to you, right? You have to request it, right? Listen, I'm not an Olive Garden aficionado here, but I mean,
You can't just go to the back and get it yourself.
well, no. I mean, there's no buffet. There's no. Yeah.
No.
So you have to request each additional serving of never-ending pasta bowl, right?
Take another one.
Yeah, it's a table service place, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean,
See, they went wrong with the name. Never ending means it's never going to end. I mean, even when you leave, it's still going on.
Yeah. You come back the next day. Hi.
yeah.
I'd like to continue my lunch from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olive Garden, if you look at the website where Fester is right now, I'm sure it's probably dine-in only, and while you're in the restaurant during that particular visit for $13.99. But this woman smuggled out 11 bowls from Olive Garden.
Does it say what she took?
The actual. Now, what are the pastas that are available? I would imagine it's spaghetti, probably
Alfredo.
a fettuccine, or is there like a penne or a rigatoni? I would imagine.
Or is there princess?
Oh, hang on a minute. What?
There's 4 options.
Princess?
Yeah, do you do princess?
Princess pasta?
Princess sauce. It's like
a princess sauce.
Yeah, princess sauce.
Yeah,
So-
that's a pink sauce.
Yeah.
Right.
So a princess sauce, that's where you take like a cream and add it to the tomato sauce.
Yeah,
Never
that's
heard
what I
of
like.
that.
Yeah, it's a pink sauce.
Yep.
Yeah. And some people call it a princess sauce. So Fester's on the Olive Garden website right now,
Yes.
and the pasta's available for the all-you-can-eat pasta, endless, whatever they call it. You can get fettuccine, spaghetti, angel hair, and rigatoni. Now, does Olive Garden, do they know how to cook their pasta al dente so it's not a big pile of mush?
No, Olive Garden has no idea what they're doing. It's a brand new operation.
It all comes in bags. They just heat it in the microwave.
But no, a lot of places don't know how to cook pasta. Folks, pasta ought to have a little bite to it. I'm not talking about crunchy like you're eating a raw freaking noodle, but al dente is the way Italians eat pasta, and it should have just a little bit of a resistance to it instead of the worst thing in the world. I'm telling you right now, I would rather get poked in the eyeball with a spear from a Maasai warrior than have a mushy bowl of pasta. That's the worst.
You realize the spear might possibly kill you.
Yeah, I'd like to put that to the test. Let's get some warrior here with a spear and a mushy bowl of pasta. And I'll be like, pick one, bro. Pick one. Put your money where your mouth is.
No, the Maasai folks,
They don't click.
They're not
idiot.
the click people.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, the click folks, that's like some other tribe over on the African continent. I don't think they're the Maasai folks. I don't think of the clickers. Yeah. Like in that movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy.
I don't like it.
Remember that?
Coca-Cola bottle.
That was a great movie, man. Yeah, if you want to kick it old school and see something old time,
It is good.
yeah, the movie The Gods Must Be Crazy is just a cute little brilliant little
It's a
movie.
fun one. It's a fun one.
It is. There you go. Fun time. Good times.
Good times.
It's good times. Good time. So this lady's got like 12 million views online now as she's ripping off Olive Garden sideways, taking home 11 portions. How the hell could you do that without getting caught? So you're asking 11 times to have your pasta refilled, and it's disappearing in minutes, and no one's suspicious? She brought containers, I guess, and she's packing it all up. How do you not get detected?
I mean, the
How
plates are gonna be-
oblivious are the servers at Olive Garden that they don't catch this lady and call her out?
How clean is your plate when you guys? Oh, I'm done. Yep, I ate every bit of it. Yep.
When I saw this, I'm like, this is a Fester racket.
I would love to have thought of that.
I want to see you try it. Let's see if you can duplicate. Let's see if you can bring out 50. She did 11. Let's see if Fester can do 15.
Why don't you come with me? We'll go to Olive Garden together. You can be my distract guy.
I don't want to be an accessory to your mangy behavior. All right. 7:13 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, do you know about the $20 bill scam?
No.
Yeah, there's this $20 bill scam. I got a lot of questions about this. Police departments across the country are warning about the $20 bill scam. If you don't know about it, we'll tell you next. And, Fester, you got to open up the phobia map.
Yeah, I saw you sent that to me, man. I was excited. I started reading it this morning.
This is ridiculous. All right, I sent Fester a rollover map where it tells you what the major phobias are in each state in the country.
Oh, I like that.
What people are afraid of. This is ridiculous. All right, hang on. That is just a touch, a taste. That's only one serving of Olive Garden pasta. We've got 27 servings coming up next.
Never-ending bowl.
Yeah. Never-ending MJ Morning Show segment.
Yes.
Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show happens in minutes. Hey, Andrew, can you take a look at my commercial break here? Something got all Andrew. Something happened to my. Everything's running in here. I have no idea.
Right
Yeah, everything's playing. I don't have it on the air, but all the commercials are running right now.
Well, let's hit stop.
I don't know what the hell happened here. Hey, folks, let's talk about your legal needs. 726. MJ and the crew here. And I held back yesterday, folks. I restrained myself and I didn't blurt. I was so close to blurting. I almost blurted.
I mean, you wanted to.
I almost had the big giant blurt.
I dare you to do it.
You know what? I still could blurt. It still would be hours earlier. So
you don't have a hair on your butt if you don't blurt.
Yesterday, you're tempting me.
I mean, if you don't do it, you just say you're a big weenie.
You got this big announcement. There's a big concert. There's a big show coming up at Ray J. All right, and I know what it is. And I've known since the beginning of the week. And there's a lot of hype, a big, giant hype job on this. And there's a big announcement at 1 o'clock or so. Big press conference called. Listen, it's a show, all right? So you got a big press conference called at Ray J. You got the Tampa Sports Authority. You got Mayor Jane Castor. City of Tampa's going to be there. I mean, they're really, hyping up the action on this. And I was about to just blurt out what it was on yesterday's show, and then Andrew is having like an exorcist-like meltdown in the producer's booth, and he's like waving me off, like me frantically. No, he's like, no. I mean, I think that I felt the vibrations of his nose scream through the double-paned, insulated radio studio soundproof glass. I think I felt like the shockwave in my body with him going, no! And he's waving. Anyway, I did not blurt what the big announcement's going to be at Ray J and what's coming. Apparently, if I did blurt it yesterday, I would have like really blown up like the promotional aspect, and I think that the Beasley Media Group cluster of all of our stations, I might have caused some irreparable damage. So
I'm going to blurt it. That's it.
So I didn't blurt the big announcement.
Everybody, it's Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
He's coming back to town.
Coming back. Taylor
the most
Hicks.
famous Hicks. Or Taylor.
All right. So, I didn't blurt it yesterday, and I'm going to restrain Froggy. You can goad me all you want. You can try to bait me.
What's the matter? You afraid of the management, baby? You afraid of a management?
You can try to bait me and goad me.
Come on, I'll give you $1,000.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, Froggy, here's my new impression. Ready? I don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah, who is this guy?
I don't want to piss anybody off.
What a baby.
I don't want to do irreparable damage.
Just tell him. Who am I? Tell him it's Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Magic trick show.
The problem
I don't
is,
want the mayor mad at me.
If I blurted the big announcement that's coming at 1 o'clock or 1:30 today, I would do some serious promotional damage for this event as well as future events as far as like ticket giveaways and that kind of stuff. So Andrew was probably correct in stopping me from blurting out the big announcement at Ray J later today. All right. Hey, let's deal with this map. I don't know where I stumbled across this, but it appears to be a story that's like syndicated to a lot of the Fox TV stations around the country. Like Fox 13 locally has the story. And then I noticed when I was trying to find the source I noticed that all of these Fox, like Fox Houston has the story. So a lot of the Fox stations around the country have the story.
Yeah.
And the headline is, the most common phobias in each U.S. state, according to search trends.
And this comes out now because Halloween's around the corner. So it's like, ooh, what are people afraid of? I've heard this story before.
Oh. Are you sure it's just Halloween? I don't think it really is technically tied to Halloween. Although Roxanne, we do have a Halloween item coming up, which I think we're going to go to the phones on because it happens this time of year all the time, and I think this meltdown over Halloween is also, I think, idiotic. And the whole inclusive argument. Hold on, we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm glad you did bring up Halloween. I don't know if this is really Halloween-driven about fears, because, I mean, there are no ghouls and goblins on the list.
Yeah, but there's arachnophobia.
Well, hold on. Don't. Hey, we're going to mouse over. Don't screw with the mouse over. We're going to roll over. because you take your mouse and you roll your mouse over each state, and then it brings up what the phobia allegedly is in that state. And they claim the data comes from Google Analytics on what people search for in these states, which, come on, there are billions and billions of searches in these states. And are you going to tell me that, in Iowa, we know that people are afraid of, anyway.
I have mussophobia, so don't mouse over it.
You have what?
Mussophobia.
Mussophobia?
What's that?
Fear of rodents.
Is that true?
No, I don't really. But mussophobia really is fear of rats.
Wait a sec. You just said that was not true.
No. I'm not really. I don't really have it.
Okay.
I don't really have it.
He was asking, is the word true? Mussophobia means fear of rodents.
Wait a minute.
And you're like, no.
How do you spell that?
M-U-S.
Mussophobia?
Uh-huh. U-O-P-H, M-U-S-O phobia.
It's not mouse-ophobia.
No.
It's muss?
Muss.
Like no fuss, no muss?
Yes. M-U-S-O phobia.
Really? Is it musso or musso?
That I don't know.
Wow, I didn't. Listen, hey, Roxanne taught me something today.
Wow.
Look at that. Roxanne, I challenge you to teach me something every day.
I'll bring you a fun fact every day.
No, don't say fun fact. Oh, God, you just ruined it. You just went, come on, you just wrecked it. Come on. You know I hate that term. All right, so Fester, bring up the map, and I'm calling BS on this. Come on, really? So obviously we'll start with Florida.
Okay.
All right, Fester, let me control the mouse here.
You got it.
Because I don't even think you're able to mouse over things.
I have mussophobia too.
All right, Florida.
What's our biggest fear? Ethics?
So right now I have the mouse in my... See, Fester and I, just so you know how this studio works, Fester and I share a computer. So we've got a mirrored screen. So when I tell Fester, hey, search for this, it pops up on the computer screen in front of me. So we both have dual control. We both have... mices to control the same computer. So I've now, it's kind of like a pilot. When a captain turns the plane over to the first officer, the nomenclature or the lingo is your airplane. So
wow, that's original.
Yeah, that's what it's your airplane.
I thought it was just take the stick.
You're in control. All right. Well, I'm sure they say take the stick as well.
We're going to need a term to describe when we pass control from one guy to another. How about you're in control? How about you're playing, dude?
Right, so, Fester, go ahead and say to me, your mouse.
Your mouse.
Thank you. All right, so here we go.
You're welcome, Richard.
Let's start with Florida. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. So the story reads, the headline, the most common phobias in each U.S. state according to search trends.
Sleeves.
Yes, I'm afraid of sleeves, man.
I mean, we just Florida.
I mean, the fear of not having meth handy. What could Florida's possibly be?
All right, so they've taken Google Analytics. The research team behind the report, commissioned by the online directory consumer service number, looked at 41 different phobias and the search volume behind each. So they've already started with like a list of generalized fears, and then they kind of reverse engineered this. Again, this is kind of, I got to be honest, this is like they went on a hunt to make a story. Instead of the story coming to them, they like manufactured something here. And a lot of times, and I think I've done a fairly decent job in educating you, the audience, over the years, that a lot of these surveys, you'll hear it was sponsored by or commissioned by, and a lot of that is just to get some publicity for a company. Oh, hey, let's commission a study on something a little offbeat so we can get some press, and, TV stations and radio stations will talk about it. Hey, I'm game, but sometimes the content is entertaining, and I do it, but I'm not getting fooled. I'm not getting snookered or wambookied. I understand what we're getting into. So Florida, let's just start with Florida. As I mouse over Florida, Roxanne, have you looked at this?
No, I'm trying to.
No.
I can't.
Well, hold on. So you haven't seen Florida?
No, I haven't seen any of it.
What do you think the number one fear, according to Google searches, the most people in Florida are afraid of what?
Well, when you drill down to just South Tampa, it's a fear of a Botox shortage.
No.
Nice.
I mean, fear of Botox shortage, fear of a run on Adderalls. There's a lot of.
That's true.
Roxanne, one night stand up only. Roxanne at the Mahaffey Theater.
Hey, I'm Roxanne Wilder. Thanks for coming. You're a good crowd. Wow. Fear of Botox shortage.
Right, so or wait a minute. Or for the pill popping South Tampa mommies, the Adderalls and
No, the Botox is a real thing. Like we're like the number one area in the country for Botox.
And I've heard that there's a shortage. A lot of and keep in mind that a lot of those what do you call the focus pills. The
ADHD, Adderall,
So
Vyvanse.
She knows them all.
Go ahead. Roxanne, are you tipping us off to something?
Clearly, I don't take that stuff because how distracted do I get?
But here's the deal. I've always made jokes about all the pilled up South Tampa mommies. But, what has been done in the past is a lot of folks have gone on these focus medications, like for ADHD, like Adderall. You would say Vyvanse.
I believe Vyvanse.
You've got Concerta is another. There are a bunch of names. I'm trying to remember, but a lot of those focus pills reduce your appetite. So a lot of folks were on those pills as a weight control or a weight loss thing.
Yeah.
But I gotta believe that has dropped with Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, and
That's a good question.
And the generic semaglutide that you can get out there, but there's a shortage. And I heard this. I've got a pharmacist buddy, and I've seen the stories out there. There's a shortage nationwide of the focus medications right now. Anyway, so
you know what some people call it? Diet Coke.
What's that?
They call Adderall Diet Coke.
Oh yeah, that's the
cocaine.
That's the code name, the lingo.
Yes.
So when a dealer's talking about cocaine or marijuana, they'll use like a different name. So so you're telling me people that take Adderall call it Diet Coke?
Yeah, like if you take it recreationally, it's Diet Coke.
I need some Diet Coke.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
It's not they're asking anyone. They're saying
They call meth Sierra Mist.
No, they don't.
They do.
I need
a Sierra Mist right now.
So in Florida, what do you think the greatest phobia or fear in Florida is?
Better take a real guess. Can I make one?
Yeah, please.
I would say hurricane.
Yeah, that would be a great guess.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I was, before Froggy, you interjected, I was thinking, for Florida, the fear of hurricanes. However, nope.
Maybe fear of shark attack.
Yeah.
Fear of an alligator.
Yeah, I was gonna go with alligator or snake.
Toothbrushes.
Nope. Or a meth lab exploding next to you in Sefner. No, or out in Polk County somewhere. No, that's
all right.
No. The fear in Florida is fear of blood. What?
Oh, this is dumb.
That's what I said. I said the story's dumb. And the most Googled phobias by state. All right, I'm not going to spend much time in this.
I have a fear of needles, but not blood.
Yeah, right. I was at a blood ritual last night.
I tell you what, Fester, just blurt out a state and I'll mouse over.
Tennessee.
All right, let's go to Tennessee.
Tennessee.
All right, so Tennessee.
Fear of whiskey shortage.
No, well, hey, that's it'd be bourbon. Bourbon whiskey, but bourbon's a type of whiskey. But
bourbon is
fear of
from
horse poop.
Kentucky.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. That's
bourbon.
Right.
I'm sorry. What am I thinking?
I led you down that bad path. I'm sorry.
Wait, how did? Yeah, you did. I'm thinking Kentucky right next to Tennessee.
But doesn't Tennessee have good whiskey?
What the hell am I thinking? I'm a huge bourbon fan. Of course, it's Kentucky. What the hell's the matter with me? What's wrong with me?
Whatever. I just have a bottle of Jim Beam at my house, and I knew that crap.
All right, so
Tennessee.
Tennessee is also the fear of blood.
What? Okay,
what?
Roxanne, just blurt out a state.
North Carolina.
All right, so let's go to North Carolina. The fear in North Carolina is the fear of what? The number one phobia in North Carolina is the fear of holes.
That's why they live in North Carolina, not Florida, because they're afraid of sinkholes or something.
What?
I don't know.
Holes?
The fear of holes. All right, Froggy, blurt out a state.
Medford.
Do you want me to Medford is Oregon. Do you want
Oregon.
Medford is
Oregon.
not a state.
My bad. Oregon. I love Oregon. Oregon, whatever.
It's Oregon. All right. So the number one fear in Oregon is fear of failure. What?
Why are we even doing
there
this?
There are a lot of. I think there's some people failing out there. I hate to say it.
I gave you a map of the United States wieners, dude, and you passed that up for
Hold on,
this.
you gave me
Yeah.
what?
I gave you the size for
State by
average size.
I'm not talking about. All right,
Yeah,
stop.
North Carolina
All right,
wants no
all right,
part of that
all right.
because they're afraid of holes.
All right, give. Oh, Roxanne, please.
Roxanne, that was good.
Come on, All right, give me one more state, and then I'm going to torch this segment.
Nevada.
Let's go to. It's Nevada.
Whatever.
All right,
They should be fear of holes.
Nevada. The fear of being alone. All right, this story sucks. All right,
You're being
We're trying to make it
alone.
good.
So, I mean, okay, Texas, like Roxanne, is the fear of needles. Illinois.
no, stop. It's over. It's done. I'm moving along.
Now I'm curious because these are so crazy.
I'm moving along.
MJ, I gotta say something.
Well, I guess Froggy's moving along. Hey, yes, you want to talk
I
about
just
your
want
new?
to say no, and that's not about my truck. It's about something you did that I can't believe you did, and it's a picture you took.
Yeah. All right. So Froggy is just commandeered.
Dude, that is so disrespectful,
no.
invasive. Have you seen this, Fester?
Am I the subject of it?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Even worse. That this is worse.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what this is. Oh man, folks, I'm getting.
Why would you do that? I would never do that.
I'm getting ambushed for my ambush.
Dude, what are you doing?
All right. Man, I tell you what, this has generated a lot of response.
Roxanne, I want to know what you think about this.
First of all,
I just saw it.
You know,
I looked it up.
I was having some deep thoughts about this last night.
That is
I really
horrible.
was.
hang on a minute. And now, deep thoughts with Roxanne.
Listen up, because this is as deep as it gets.
Yes,
Yeah.
Roxanne.
I was thinking
Oh,
to
so
myself.
you saw it as well?
Yeah, and I
Well,
got
you didn't-
70. I got like 70 new followers thanks to it because I wrote a rude comment to you, and like 70 people liked it and followed
You
me.
didn't say anything to me this morning. You didn't.
Because I want to block it out. I want to pretend like it. I was hoping that you deleted it from your IG. I was hoping. I mean, if this is
You're just
real?
looking for problems.
yeah,
dude.
you this week you're really off the mark on pranks. I don't know who you're pranking, where you're coming up with these
Yeah,
pranks,
you're
but
right.
they're not good.
This week has
This-
been a bet. You're no, what's his name? Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
You're saying I'm
punked.
having a bad week?
Yeah, you're
having a bad week.
You can't take the temperature of people's appetite for funny.
All right, who wants?
That was a good line.
Who wants to describe what I couldn't help myself. It was like I'm looking over.
No, you could.
Who wants to describe what I did?
Only one person can.
Who's that?
Cajun Fester.
You can't go to the Cajun Fester.
I'll go to that
You
well
can't
every
go
day.
to the Cajun Fester well 2 minutes.
I'll go.
All right, so for the folks that are listening,
But the folks that are listening here on the radio, what you got to do is you go to the Instagram deal.
all right, Fessy,
Certified MJ's radio.
this is not a Cajun Fester.
Here you see MJ's first wife.
No, this is not. Go to my Instagram and see MJ's first wife.
MJ's first wife, the lovely Michelle.
And it's also
Miss
Exhibit
Michelle.
A in their divorce.
Are you implying there's going to be a second wife at some point? Because, all right, first of all,
Second downgrade.
what?
She looks dead.
Yeah, how are you going to do better than
Did
Michelle?
you just say second downgrade?
I said a second downgrade wife. How are you going to do better than Michelle?
All right. Listen, I agree with that. All right. First of all, Michelle has not seen this picture yet because Michelle doesn't hang on Instagram. Michelle is about the least user of social media that I know. Michelle she just doesn't mess around with social media.
No time.
You know, like when she goes on this is true. When she goes on Instagram, it's to see like pictures and videos of that little dog Piglet, the blind deaf dog that there's like
What? That dog sounds horrible.
No, there's like this cute little dog that like this family adopted and it has like 92 million followers. My wife does not hang, and that's part of maybe the reason why I did this. All right, here's what. Okay,
There's no good reason.
All right, I'll describe what I did. And folks, if you want to see this,
It's bad news.
you go to my Instagram. This is exclusive content on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. So if you're on IG, go to my Instagram. I'm Certified MJ Radio. Michelle is beautiful. All right. Michelle is a very lovely wife, very lovely woman, very attractive. And listen, she's just doing some of the things as we all age to, maintain the beauty. First of all, Michelle has always been naturally just incredibly pretty to me. And like Michelle does not need to wear makeup.
It's a good launching point.
Right.
Keep going.
What's a good launching point?
What you're doing right now.
Oh, you think I'm like in repair mode? Am I in like damage control mode? Is that what you're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
So Michelle, earlier this week, let's see, what today is Thursday, Tuesday. On Tuesday, Michelle had one of those profractional laser treatments where they do this laser on the surface of your skin and it turns your skin all red. And then it takes like 3, 4, 5 days to heal. And then there's like this miraculous difference, like surface lines. It smooths your skin out. And people ask Michelle all the time, man, you look great. Or, did you see the video that I shot on Michelle's birthday weekend? So this would have been September 16th. We were in Virginia Beach. And I pulled into the Amoco station. BP Amoco.
Where you got stabbed.
Yeah, where I got stabbed, and I shot a video. I'm like, and folks, I'm here at the BP, the station where I got stabbed in 1989 by some maniac on meth with an ice pick. True story. And then Michelle is sitting in the front seat of the rental car while I'm shooting this video in the gas station parking lot. I'm walking up to the pump. I got stabbed right here in like March of 1989. And then I go over to Michelle and she's like, I can't believe this is my birthday. You're taking me like where you got stabbed. But Michelle in the video, people were commenting, my God, she looks fantastic. Well, she does. She does look fantastic. So she does these little things, these little skin treatments. And listen, it's called taking care of yourself. So she had the profractional, and when you have it, like immediately after and for like the first couple of days, it looks like you passed out into a campfire. All right?
Yeah.
So Michelle has all kinds of like Aquaphor and all kinds of stuff all over it. And she will wrap gauze around her head. And, well, she had a whole face mummy gauze deal going on with her, eyelids sticking out and her mouth sticking out. And she fell asleep on the sofa in our living room. I'm doing some prep on the couch. I got the Microsoft Surface 8 Pro in my lap. I'm doing the prep last night. And, I'm on one couch. Then there's a coffee table. Then there's another couch on the other side. And Michelle's on that couch. And Michelle fell asleep. I'm like, hey, Michelle, I was about to ask her a question. She's like just sleeping. And I look at her if she were awake, there's no way she'd let me take the picture. So
why take the picture?
Because it's hysterical. I look over at her, and I got the mummy on the couch over here, and it's just funny. So I took the picture and I put it up on Instagram. And Michelle, I don't think is awake yet because she has not texted me. So I think she's probably still sleeping. And folks, I don't know how long this is going to be on my Instagram. I guess.
Okay.
I guess she's not going to be very. Well, listen, I don't know. She knows what I do for a living. Anyway, there's a picture of Michelle sleeping on the couch last night, and she's got gauze like a mummy wrapped around part of her face. I took a picture while she's sleeping, and I put it up on my Instagram. It's at Certified MJ Radio if you want to see this. That's Certified MJ Radio. While you're there, give me a follow.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean, no?
MJ, it looks like she has a head injury.
Right.
I mean, if you said, oh my God.
It looks like she's on the brink of death.
Yeah. Michelle was hit by some shrapnel of some tire exploded.
I tell you what.
This is awful.
Hey, it's not awful.
It's not
All right,
good.
so let me tell you right
invasive.
now. You think I'm being invasive?
Yeah.
Very.
So, like invasion of privacy?
Oh, yes.
All right, let me tell you right now. When she's like in a day or so, and she's not walking around with the gauze. I guess she puts some Aquaphor on the burns from the profractional laser. But when it heals, like in like a day or so, when it's all done, I mean, she already looks great, but it smooths out your skin even more. And she swears by these treatments, right? So I don't know if she's going to be. You think she's going to be angry at me?
Yes, I do. So this is what I was thinking last night. Do you want to hear my deep thought that I thought after I looked at this photo? Do you want to hear, MJ?
Please.
And now, Deep Thoughts with Roxanne on the MJ Morning Show.
I thought, what is my secret dream life? And my secret dream life is to not work, just focus on my kids, provide a good life for them, take a lot of trips and read a lot of books and go to and eat good food. That is my secret dream life.
Okay.
And
I was waiting for to say, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. That's what I thought.
And
I was waiting for you to add that
Right.
little side dish.
I might not be alone. That might be Allison. Probably is Kim's. She loves to read as well.
Allison's dream life is to leave me.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If you are providing that dream life for her, MJ, Michelle has the dream life. But at what cost?
This is the price. This is the price.
This
is the price. The price you pay.
But then I take a picture and utilize it for radio morning show content.
Not good.
It's more than that.
So,
Froggy, you are the most disruptive, foul person I know.
But I would never do that.
I'm not foul. What is it, like a Meatloaf song? But I won't do that.
So, MJ, there's 3 possible scenarios. 1, she will be mad about this. 2, she'll be happy about this. Or 3, nothing at all.
What did you think she'll be happy?
Yeah, you think she'll be happy? I mean, if you don't think she'll be mad, do you think she'll be happy?
Folks, in order to get the full impact, you do a lot of coughing into the microphone. All right. For the full impact, folks, just go to my Instagram. It's certified. Oh man, I'm maxing. You know when you got the hearts on Instagram on the mobile app, and when there are interactions, it puts a number up there, like how many comments or how many likes you have, and it just flashed 100, and it maxes out at 100. So it doesn't go higher than so I just went to my Instagram and instantly the red blob of 100 just flashes in my face. So, folks, if you want to see the image while it's still available to see, go to Certified MJ Radio on my Instagram. And, hey, if you like it, hit like.
MJ.
There's already hundreds of likes. Oh, my God.
Look at my comments.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There are 216 comments.
Yeah, and look
at... Oh, my God. That is a lot of comments. 216 comments from people. All right, so
this is bad.
If you like, you know what? Let me share some of the comments. Hold on.
Is your goal in this to be funny? Is that the end game for you on this?
What is the matter?
I'm asking.
Hold on.
I'm asking.
Are you an imposter? You and Froggy, are you imposter?
We wouldn't do these to our spouse.
I'm analyzing this.
Have you been secretly replaced by somebody else? Suddenly, you.
Yes, I'm Nicolas Cage.
Listen, if it's funny, I'm the first. You say some pretty off-color stuff, and nobody thinks it's funny. And I'm like, hey, bro, stick with it. That's pretty funny. I'm on your side when I'm on your side, and then I'm not going to lie to you either. Is your goal to be funny? Because I don't know that you hit it.
It's fun. The picture is funny. I looked over and I started laughing. So I took the picture and I put it on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. It's the first item. Leave a comment. If you like it, hit the heart button. Like the picture. Let me share some of the comments
here. Quite a pair of castanets.
81 people liked my comment.
81.
All right, now let me share my caption. So it's Michelle lying on the sofa. She's asleep with the mummy tape all over her face. And I wrote...
It's like she went to that Spirit Halloween costume store and got the crappiest mummy costume.
It's homemade mummy, really bad mummy. So here's what I wrote. Froggy, you brought this up. Froggy,
because I'm disgusted.
You brought this up 8 minutes ago or whatever. I can't believe that you did this.
I'm disgusted.
So you opened the door here. So... my caption on the photo of Michelle asleep with the mummy face, it reads, I hope Michelle won't be angry with me posting this photo as she was asleep. She had a profractional laser treatment performed to help keep her beautiful young looks. Am I in trouble? And this has now elicited over 217 comments at this point. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and how many?
It just jumped to 236.
How many of them say, "Oh, this is great. You're not going to be in trouble at all"?
Let me share,
please.
And folks, I implore you, go take a look at the photo before I'm murdered. Okay? Go to and folks, if you've seen this, call in. If you have seen this already on my Instagram, call in. Agree with the humor here, or go ahead and rip me apart, shred me. Like an industrial shredding machine. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So some of the comments, Roxanne, you were the first comment.
Yeah.
Roxanne, do you stalk me on Instagram?
I do.
Do you get like does your phone like vibrate and spew out like an Amber Alert whenever I post?
It's weird. I know. I'm always like the first one to like, and
Roxanne's the first comment. I refuse to like this photo. Unacceptable. That was Roxanne, the first commenter.
Mm-hmm.
My God. All right. I hope you don't get in trouble. And I also wish Michelle has a good recovery. Nice knowing you. I'm glad you have a good term life policy.
Yeah, right?
Am I in trouble? Yes, definitely. Big time. Oh no, better hide. Oh yes, you are. Michelle always looks good. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but she might not want the world to see it. Oh yeah. It's the Festive Froggy and Roxanne morning show. R.I.P. MJ. Folks, there are 250. It keeps going up. Man, look at the phones. All right,
I'm waiting for the ones of support.
Let me go to I don't see any yet,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they're there. I'm sure there's a whole like vein. You know, like there's a vein of gold in the mine. I'm sure there's a vein of like very positive, funny, supportive comments.
Oh, you were vain.
All right.
All right, hold on. Sergio is up first in Tampa. Sergio, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, crew. So I saw this picture last night, and I read the comments, including Roxanne's, and I disagreed with everybody. I thought it was hilarious.
Hold on. You dropped out. Hold on. You thought what?
I thought it was hilarious.
There you go.
But the thing is, I thought it was a nose job, and if that would have been the case, then you would have been in trouble.
No,
because it was laser, and she's trying to get beautiful. I don't think that's a big deal.
No. She's already beautiful. She's taking. It's like it's like what is the mode for the ludicrous mode? So Michelle's already beautiful. It's just like she's just taking it to the ludicrous beautiful level by doing all these little treatments here. So Serge,
and I agree with her. I love it. I love when women do that.
All right, so Serge, you're giving me a thumbs up. You think this is funny?
Absolutely.
All right, Serge.
Awesome.
All right, there's one.
Thanks, Serge.
All right, Sergio, I appreciate you being first in. Thank you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, Nick is in Tampa. Hang on, Nick. Oh, here we go. Nick is on too. All right, Nick, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How you doing, MJ?
Yep.
So I would say Elvis Presley would have said, "If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place."
Wow. That's
extremely awkward.
It's a hell of an Elvis
How
impression,
about a little less conversation, a little more action,
How
please?
about Michelle putting her blue suede shoe in your ass?
Oh man. Alice is in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Alice, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ.
Hey.
So I got to say, I saw your photo last night. Listen, I would kill my husband if he took a photo of my chin being wrong. So, and looking fat. Your wife is going to kill you, and she should. That was wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you're laughing.
It's awful.
Why are you laughing then?
Because someone is going to let Michelle know that you took that photo. You are in so much trouble. You better hide from your wife.
All right. Thank you, Alice. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Rory. Why does it say downstairs? Rory.
That's where you're going to be sleeping.
Rory
I'm
downstairs.
the guy that works downstairs in the building.
Rory. Oh, so Rory, do you work in the law office?
No, next door, but we moved out during the pandemic, right?
Oh, okay.
So
All
we
right.
work from home.
All right. So go ahead, Rory.
Anyway, Michelle is going to be mad at that.
All right. So you think she's going to be mad?
Oh, I know she is, and I commented on that right next to Roxanne. So,
What business
good luck
are you
with that.
downstairs? What business downstairs, Rory?
Well, it used to be Rate Marketplace. We were doing a middleman on mortgages.
Oh, I thought you were that therapist. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff downstairs. Rory, thanks a lot, buddy. Uh-oh. I don't like what the screen says for Ellie. Ellie in Tampa. Ellie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning. Well, good morning to everyone except you. Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on with you this week. You're messing with Roxanne. Roxanne.
No, listen, well, that was last week, right? Was
No,
this
it's Tuesday.
Well, actually, it's every day.
This
2 days ago.
The psychic.
No. That was a week ago.
Ellie's talking about you running the Wambuki on Roxanne about management wanting you to keep tabs on her.
That was just
spun her out.
Right, that was just a joke.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, again. Not
right.
really.
You're no Gallagher.
All right, so Ellie, you don't think I should have posted the picture of Michelle?
Absolutely not. Your poor wife. Oh my gosh, you're messing with Roxanne. You're messing with your wife, and then you mess with the news anchors that you're like, why do they look like tamales that are stuff? I want to see you in a dress humiliated. And that's what I want to see, and I will feel rectified like that.
All right.
He said sausage case.
Well, listen, I'm only human. I'm gonna make mistakes, Ellie, and I
having a bad week.
He's making them all this week, Ellie.
You are on a roll. And
right.
by the way, keep that Cajun guy. He's funny as heck.
Oh, that's Fester. Cajun, you like Cajun Fester?
I absolutely love it. That's the only thing that good came out this week.
Oh, the only thing good that's come out this week is Cajun Fester.
She's not wrong.
All right, thanks, Ellie. Folks, all of this emotional outpouring, whether it's positive or negative, all of this is emerging from the photo that I took of my wife. She had a profractional laser skin treatment done, and it's all like red and everything, and she's all wrapped up in a mummy face, and I took a picture of her sleeping at about 8 o'clock last night. She dozed off, taking a little nap, and I took a picture, and I put it on Instagram, and she hasn't seen it yet. So everyone's reacting to it. If you want to see the image while it's available to see, it's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Andrew, go ahead and put it on our website as well. Put the link up. Andrew, in just a matter of moments, Andrew will put it up on our website. So MJ, Fester's giving me a look.
You're just digging yourself deeper into this hole. What do you think is going to happen? She's going to look at me like, you're so funny. Oh, I'm so glad I married you.
Andrew, for until it's taken down, put the link to my Instagram on the website, mjmorningshow.com, and it'll be in As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, folks, let me give you the word here for the Cash Kitty. All right, Cash Kitty time. This hour's word is most, as in I am in the most trouble ever, I think. All right, so this hour's word is most. It's M-O-S-T. Text it nationwide to 45911 before quarter after for a shot at $1,000 cash, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. All right, a few more calls here, and then I gotta move on. We got a lot of stuff, and of course, we're in the middle of the long MJ Morning Show hour and 20 minute plus segment that we do every morning. And folks, I encourage you to help us out and tell 3 people a day. Tell 3 folks a day that you can't believe what you heard on the MJ Morning Show, and they ought to listen. So listen, believe it or not, there are folks that don't listen to us, and they should. I think there are folks that love the MJ Morning Show previously, and maybe a lot of folks don't even know we're back yet. Even though the audience is massive, the audience can get even more massive if you help us grow the audience even more. Tell 3 people a day that this is the best, most entertaining. Hey, the emotional highs, the lows, you're laughing, you're angry at me. We run the gamut here at the MJ Morning Show. So tell 3 people a day that you listen. All right, a couple more calls, Andrew, then I got to move on. Phones are loaded on this. Jason, I'm going to get tag teamed here. It's Jason and April, I guess, in the car in Plant City. Hello, guys.
Hey. Morning.
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 Who's speaking first, Jason or April?
It's Jason.
Go ahead, Jason.
You're in trouble. It's like trying to take a picture of a pregnant woman giving birth.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not that.
No, that's a bit.
That's just video you don't want. Not even.
Let's talk to April.
Jason, you're way off.
Yeah, Jason.
Pipe down, Jason.
Yeah, clamp it up.
Yeah.
All right, so April, go ahead.
I think it's funny. I think it's very Halloween appropriate.
Look at this. It's a polarized car. I got Jason and are you guys married, husband and wife?
Yes.
Oh,
so Jason says take it down. I got April saying it's funny.
I thought there was some terrible morning show in Plant City. It's the April and Jason show.
It's the Jason and April show.
So April, do you only think it's funny because it's Halloweenish? You don't think it's any kind of invasion of her privacy?
No.
All right.
Should I put a pumpkin sticker on her forehead?
Maybe just for the 31st.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate the call.
Okay.
The Jason and April show from the car in Plant City. All right, Sam is in Tampa. All right, Andrew, no more calls on this. Andrew, just no more calls on it. All right, so let me just finish up with what we have here. Sam is in Tampa. Hey, Sam, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning, MJ. How are you?
I am well. What's going on?
I don't think that Michelle's going to be angry with you because she's been married to you for 30 years. She's probably expecting something like this from you.
No.
This is a bit much. You've known him for a while. I've never seen anything this catastrophic.
Froggy, why are you digging my trench?
Michelle, I would tear him a new one.
I mean, Sam, this is like silent treatment for a week.
Because we know Michelle. You know, you guys.
Listen, there is not a guarantee she's going to get angry over this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks, listen. Go look at the picture before it disappears. Go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. See my mummified wife asleep on the couch with the gauze all over her
Don't
face.
say mummified wife.
Mummified wife sounds like she died.
Right.
Sounds like she was in a sarcophagus.
A sarcophagus. I want to hear Cajun Fester say sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. I guarantee Michelle will not be too happy with her picture looking like a mummy, like a sarcophagus. Buried in an above ground grave.
Go to Certified MJ Radio on my Instagram and give me a follow as well. I've already picked up like 100 new followers on this thing.
Me too.
The comments.
Not fair.
There are over 307 comments, right? This could be the most comments I've ever had. Over 307 comments on the mummy picture. All right.
At your wife's expense.
Sam in Tampa, go ahead.
Sam,
are you there? Oh, did we lose Sam? All right. Well, she already said what? I've been married 30. Sam, are you still with us?
Nah.
I guess Sam checked out.
You know, I want to be clear on something. Michelle looks great. You couldn't take a bad picture of her. I mean, she's covered up. You couldn't take a bad picture of her. It's the vulnerability that one must feel that they can't sleep in the home without being afraid that someone's going to record them snoring or photograph them.
Bill in Palmetto. All right, couple more calls, then I got to move on. Bill in Palmetto, hi.
I want to know what your kids think of it or thought of it.
All right, well, I'm glad you asked. Chloe and Julian both saw it. And they individually text me, you better take that down. Mama's going to be very angry.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like you're the kid.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm getting parented by my kids.
What's the matter with you?
All right, Bill, thank you. All right, one more. Jimmy in Brandon. Jimmy, every line keeps ringing here. All right, Andrew, if you wanted to put a couple more on. All right, Jimmy in Brandon, hi.
Hey, what's up? What I'm going to tell you is, for your own benefit, take that picture down.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Your wife's gonna frickin' flip.
His wife's gonna frickin' flip.
Jimmy doesn't like it.
Jimmy doesn't like it.
Jimmy says take the picture down. Jimmy says bad move.
Jimmy hates it.
Jimmy says wife's gonna flip.
All right, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Listen to Jimmy.
Oh, man. All right.
We should cleanse the palate with my newest video of MJ on my Instagram.
You know what?
Yeah.
And this is going to continue every day.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Every single line is still ringing, but I got to move on. I got to move on.
Yes.
All right. So hold on a minute. The word.
We got a problem.
The word is wrong.
We gave out the wrong word?
Dude, the word is most. 8 a.m. most.
Yeah, apparently the word is stream. STREAM.
Well, but it doesn't say. What is this? What is?
Hold on.
I'm looking at.
Andrew, talk in the microphone, Andrew.
Hold on.
There's an
can't-
ST and an M in most.
All right.
And stream.
Yeah.
All right, Roxanne.
Froggy's right.
All right, what is going on, Roxanne?
This is what happened. You said the word most.
Yes.
As was written on the sheet, typed on the sheet.
Yes, I'm
you
reading
didn't
this.
do anything wrong.
I didn't except post a picture of Michelle as a
Right,
mummy.
right.
That's the only thing I've. So I didn't screw up the contest.
No, you did not. However, we're getting all these callers and all these texters saying, what's going on here? We texted most, and we're getting an error message that that's the incorrect word. So Andrew, I've been texting trying to solve the problem, but Andrew apparently found out the real word is stream. How did you find that out?
How do we have that list?
Well, I have the list that I read from every morning, and the 8 a.m. word for the cash kitty, it says most. All right, so folks, let's correct it. So the correct word is stream.
Yes.
Okay, so you still have 4 minutes to get in because you text by quarter after. So it's 8:11 right now. So correction for the cash kitty. The word apparently is stream. That's STREAM.
Like
stream.
You're not up a stream. You're up a river.
Or my body parts are going to be found in a stream. All right. So go ahead and text the word stream now to 45911 nationwide. So I didn't make the mistake.
Good job, dude.
So
your show.
Are all the words wrong? I mean, the 10 o'clock word wrong?
Yeah, let's check the whole list and find out where the mistake came from. So the word is stream, not most.
I would imagine it's the wrong list.
Go ahead and just...
Yeah, it is the wrong list.
It's the whole wrong list?
Is today's day on it?
Yeah, it's Thursday, October 12th, and the list is right in front of me for every hour. 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m.
And I just got the real list, and I'm doing a side-by-side, and they're all...
While we were talking, Jay, I got 40 texts that the kitty word was wrong.
All right, so
Sorry.
folks, not my fault. Someone screwed up, and we're going to have their head over this. Someone's getting fired.
On a platter.
All right, so the word is stream. So hurry up. You got a couple of minutes to still. Text the word stream, STREAM, nationwide to 45911 to enter our contest for your shot to win the $1,000. So there we go. The correction has been made. Let's talk about the $20 bill scam. I teased this earlier, and I don't know. This is a warning from the Yuba City Police Department.
Yuba City? I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
town.
California. So bring up the Google Maps and we can see where Yuba. Yeah, you've never heard of Yuba City?
No.
Yeah, it's Yuba right there. So Yuba City is a city in California. Where is it exactly? Yeah, zoom out. So Yuba City is a little north of Sacramento.
Okay,
is where it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's right up I-5.
Never heard of this town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right near I-5. So it's north of Sacramento. The Yuba City Police, and you know what happens is when you hear about these scams, these are happening all across the country. Because we've talked, what was the recent racket that jugging.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about jugging on the air months ago, that this was happening in various spots around the country. I said it's going to happen here. It probably already is. We talked about jugging back in the spring, if I'm not mistaken, and several times over the summer. And jugging is where somebody follows you from a bank. You walk out of the bank or you take a withdrawal from the ATM and somebody follows you and they clobber you over the head or they pull a knife or a gun on you in your driveway and give me the package. Give me what you got from the bank. That's called jugging, and you got to be careful. And there was just a very high-profile case out of, was that Plant City? There was just a case that happened, I think it was Plant City, and it just happened like a week ago, and we warned people about jugging. So this is probably happening here as well, but this is kind of goofy. So this police department out in California is asking residents to just be aware of a racket, and it's the drop $20 bill scam. And numerous police agencies out in California have gotten phone calls of adults having their debit cards ripped off at grocery stores or at ATMs. And the scam has already been reported in multiple locations in California. Listen, if it's happening in California, it's happening all over the country. Or we're about to hear that, this just happened to somebody in Clearwater today, or in a week's time. This just happened in Sefner or wherever. So what happens is, this is the way it's described: the $20 bill scam. The suspect, the bad guy, will look over the shoulder of the victim as they put in the debit card PIN number, or if I say PIN number, that's the personal identification number.
Right. It's like saying ATM machine.
Yeah, ATM machine. It's an ATM machine. No.
So when you put in your PIN.
You put in your PIN, the personal identification number. And they look over your shoulder as you're typing it into the checkout keypad. Then the suspect will go up to the victim and hand them a $20 bill. which they claim that the person dropped. So they watched. They were able to look over the shoulder and see. That's why they always say, and there are even little signs, little stickers at the ATM machine, or there's even like a little pictorial, cover the key. When you put in your, I always do that instinctively. I don't use a lot of ATMs, but sometimes at a gas station, for instance.
Yeah, I'll do that. I cover it up like this.
Yeah. At a gas station, if sometimes the pumps will ask you for your zip code or something, or if I do use a debit card, you got to put in your PIN. If you use a debit card in some places, I always instinctively take my palm from my other hand. I cover the keypad as I type in my PIN. So the folks are looking over the shoulder. They're getting the PIN. Then they go up to the individual and say, oh, hey, you dropped this $20 bill. When the victim then takes out their wallet or purse, a second suspect working in cahoots, in tandem, distracts the victim, sometimes getting too close, like a personal space invasion, or like some kind of crazy gestures, just a variety of different distraction techniques. And when that happens, the first suspect will take the debit card, like a sleight of hand deal, while the person's not looking. So what does this mean? It means that
it seems awfully complicated.
It does. But guess what? It's happening that's why I said this seems somewhat ridiculous. But cops in California are saying that the $20 bill scam is happening all over the place right now.
Only magicians can pull that off. I don't understand.
I mean, if David Copperfield walks up to me at an ATM,
David Blaine,
who's Chris Angel, right?
Yeah,
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel
Yeah.
and David Blaine start levitating me after they see my PIN number 5050.
This is David Blaine.
So-
I think you dropped a $20 bill.
Hey, aren't you David Blaine?
Yes, I am.
Why am I floating? Oh my God!
So
Did you know I was at a special with David Blaine one time on a national TV special with David Blaine?
did he hypnotize you under a bed of bugs in a box?
He did card tricks for me and pulled cards out of my ears and my butt. You know,
He didn't pull cards out of your butt.
no, not really. But I really, that other part is true.
Anyway, so the first the first suspect takes the debit card from the Vic, and then they have the card, they have your PIN, and then they start making purchases all over town, or they make cash withdrawals. And there are multiple reports from police agencies in California of multiple victims. So be careful of the $20 bill scam now. Oh, hey, ma'am. Hey, sir, you dropped this $20 bill. It does seem complicated. It seems like you got a couple of hoops to jump through in order to then distract and be able to grab their debit card out of their wallet while they're distracted looking somewhere else. But, you cause a commotion, that can happen. Listen, it reminds me of the hooker incident that I had in New York back in the 1990s.
Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that story.
Well, should I tell the story? Listen. Oh, and then we got to talk about Froggy's truck. Yeah, I wasn't soliciting. I wasn't, but I quickly realized what was happening, and luckily I didn't fall for it. But I'm sure it works. So here's the deal. This was so this was New York.
I thought you were joking. There's a real story?
Dude, yes.
How have I never heard of your...
Have I never told my New York street hooker story?
I think I've heard most of your stories. I've never heard of you in a New York street hooker.
Me neither.
All right. So there used to be a time where like 58th or 59, I think it was 50. It was like right behind the Plaza Hotel, right near like 6th Avenue and like 58th Street, like behind the Plaza Hotel area, Central Park South area. There were a lot of these like hookers used to hang out. I lived over on the Upper West Side at 60th and Amsterdam, and I had friends over near 5th Avenue and 57th, 58th, and I used to walk, or I'd meet friends for dinner. There was a sushi bar we liked over on the East Side, and this is when I was working for WPLJ New York. This would have been 1991. 92 before I moved to Florida in 93. So I used to hang out with them and then walk home, and there were these hookers. I mean, a lot of, like sometimes a couple of dozen. I mean, like high price. I mean, these were fairly attractive women. It's all been cleaned up. But on the way home, I was swarmed. I was like, "Hey, baby, you want?" And what they'll do is they try to swarm you, distract you, and then apparently while they're distracting you, they'll like grab your wallet out of your pocket.
Pickpocket.
Yeah. And the minute a couple came up to me and I said, "No, I'm walking, please, no." And you could see their hands were, and then I put my hands on my pocket, on my wallet, so they could not grab it. But they were trying to grab my money or my wallet out of my pocket, and it was the old hooker scam trick. And I remember after that happened to me, I remember there was a story in the New York Post a couple of weeks or a month later that we talked about it. And I was on, I worked for Scott Shannon on WPLJ and the WPLJ morning show with Scott Shannon, and I was one of the crew members on the show, and I told the story. So when the story showed up in the Post, I'm like, "Hey, listen, they tried to do this to me like 2 weeks ago." And I didn't fall for it. I'm like, "Please leave me alone." I kept walking, but they were trying to grab my wallet. That's kind of a similar thing. It's kind of the distraction thing, and you grab money or grab a wallet. Hey, what's old is new again, right? Mm-hmm. Or what you think is new, it's been tried before. So that's the hooker story.
Wow.
Yeah,
never heard that one.
And the $20 bill story, folks, caution, that's apparently happening. All right, I want to get into Halloween here in a second, and I probably want to take more phone calls on the whole Halloween issue because this happens every year. It seems like the sensitivity and all the political correctness, and it's getting worse. We'll get into that here in just a second. First, though, man, I haven't seen Froggy this happy or this giddy in a long time.
Well, I've never had quite a nice vehicle like this.
Yeah, so I had a little meeting over at Veterans Ford yesterday, a little sales call, and Froggy just happens to be in the market for a new vehicle.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, well, because some woman on Hillsborough smashed into Froggy's 2014 Nissan Titan and Flo over at Progressive totaled the thing.
Yep.
Hey, Flo showed up. What about that annoying little Weasley guy that's Flo's friend? Did he show up too?
Oh, that guy's a pain.
What's
but
his
Flo
name?
looked
Chad?
good.
What's his name?
Flo was wearing a bikini. She just walked in looking all good.
So they totaled Froggy's truck. So Froggy was looking at all the big trucks. Listen, all the big, a lot of the trucks out there are great trucks. I mean, listen, Ford F-150, it's the best-selling vehicle in America. The F-150 is a classic. Listen, Chevy, GMC, Ram, Toyota Tundra. Listen, they're all making good products these days. But Froggy had his eyes set and really was gravitating toward the Ford F-150. And so I said to Froggy, I said, "Listen, I got a meeting over with Lorenzo at Veterans, and I've known Lorenzo for years." And Froggy said, "Hey, can you introduce me?" Because Froggy, picked the F-150. I said, "Yeah, listen, the timing here is pretty good." So I have my meeting with Lorenzo over at Veterans Ford at 10:30 yesterday morning. I went there right after the morning show and set it up for Froggy and Kim to show up at 11. And an hour and a half later, Froggy's driving out with his brand new truck. And, dude, you're taking pictures from every angle and texting them to me.
Yeah.
You're like,
it's everything I ever wanted.
Froggy's texting me, "I love this truck."
Yeah, so I finally liked my truck. Big deal. I like my other truck, but this has things that I can't even. I was in my truck for like 10 minutes trying to figure out all the buttons.
Yeah. So this thing, what did you get? You got an F-150, and do you know the name of the package you got?
No.
But
it's a big F-150 with big wheels.
They're
and
all
rules.
big. Yeah. So Froggy had like all these trucks. I went upstairs. All the trucks were like on the 5th floor of the garage at Veterans Ford, right off the Veterans Expressway. And I actually hung out with Froggy and Kim, and I went upstairs with the sales guy for a bit. And they're looking at the rows of all these F-150s and all the different packages. And Froggy, "I like this one. No, I like this one. oh, this is the one. And then 2 seconds later, no, this is the one. No, I like this one. I mean,
well, that one, the one that I got wasn't even up there at that point.
Right.
They brought that up later. It turns out that was the perfect one.
So
it's like porridge.
Did you
know?
get black like you were talking about? You looking like
no, he got like a pewter. It's awesome.
Like a Is that what that
it's
is?
like a grayish pewter. It's really a good.
I'm bad with colors.
Yeah, because Froggy's colorblind.
He thought it was black the whole time.
I love the
color's good.
The color's fantastic.
It's a pretty fresh looking
It's
truck.
fantastic.
But you know, I'm not one of those guys who brags about their car.
Did you get a King Ranch?
What's that?
I don't know.
No, that's one of the trim levels.
Yeah,
that's,
so it's
that's
the XL, the XLT, the Lariat, the
King Ranch,
Platinum Limited goes up from there.
Then they got the Lightning, which I think is the electric version now.
I got some special one.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, Froggy
has
is
some special name.
I have never gotten so many texts from Froggy with pictures of the new vehicle.
Oh,
and
it feels like a truck too.
And they treated you remarkably well at Veterans
It was
Ford.
amazing.
So
amazing experience.
That's cool.
And they have great espresso there. Yes.
There you go. Hey, so thanks to Lorenzo.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
I'll say, listen, Froggy, thank me. I kind of hooked you up.
Did MJ come in
MJ.
and tighten up the deal a little bit?
MJ was there as my support.
Did MJ you're going to have to throw in the undercoating for that price?
I was the emotional support car buyer.
Yeah. Negotiator.
Negotiator.
I've never had an easier time.
I had a vest on. It said emotional support buyer. No, but look, what'd you say?
I've never had an easier time purchasing a vehicle. It was really quite amazing.
That's pretty. Never had an easier time purchasing.
Because
a
you
vehicle.
know, I mean, so you buy a vehicle, it takes like 8 hours.
I hate that.
Yeah, Froggy's a happy camper with his new Veterans Ford F-150.
Yes.
What was that, Andrew? What do you? Hang on. Jesus wants to talk to you, Froggy.
Ooh,
Jesus, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Jesus, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to say, has Froggy broken in his truck yet? Has he ran over a curb?
Yeah, everybody on the text line is asking that
I got the
question,
tires
too.
for it now, buddy.
Good question.
Yeah, he's got big tires on this thing, and
oh no!
Don't run over
I
the
won't.
curbs.
I won't.
Here in
'Cause
the
the
office.
rims are a little too expensive.
Yeah, these
Well, just a quick tip: if you are, make sure you do it twice the speed because you don't want to mess up the shocks.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
thanks, Jesus. Have a great one.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Jesus, going out like he just said something amazing.
I want to talk about Halloween for a second here. Okay. Hey, let me check my cell phone and see if Michelle has.
I texted her the picture.
What? No, you didn't.
No, but I will.
Has nobody called her?
Yeah,
Doesn't
she
like
must
have,
know. She's so angry. She's not even talking to you. I don't blame you, Michelle. Pack your stuff. This is bad.
No,
Pack your stuff.
so Michelle was up late last night, so I think she's still sleeping. And again, she doesn't go on social media much. And the kids, like Chloe and Julian, they contacted me last night. They're texting me, take that down. Mom's going to be angry. And they said that they weren't going to tell mommy that I just need to take it down. And of course, I didn't take the picture down.
That's good.
Because I think it's good content.
Because it's all about the show and not your marriage.
It's all about the show.
Because I know that when this show's over and the two of you are sitting there in the rockers, remember that time that I invaded your privacy and put that picture of you like a mummy with your burnt face? Yes.
I remember.
Anyway, so moving along, Halloween here. I want to take phones on this. I want to go to phones on Halloween. A couple of things here as we're just a couple of weeks away, and this is happening all over the place. Now the latest school district is Humboldt, Iowa, Humboldt Elementary School. They're now removing their typical, after forever, they're taking away the Halloween-themed events, and it's becoming the fall festival, the fall events. I mean, come on, really?
A lot of schools do fall festivals.
Yeah, I mean, that's not new around here, I don't think. I
man,
remember when I was a
really?
kid, they would dress up for Halloween. And my daughter, you can't have that at my daughter's school. They all wear that stupid uniform to say on Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to go to phones on this. And I'd like to ask those listening, and obviously parents with kids in elementary school, probably mostly elementary school or younger side. Now, it's probably more elementary school as far as the Halloween stuff goes. But listen, when I was in school, it was Halloween. But then now Halloween has become, a dirty word to some.
It has.
Here's the deal. Why? Because it's not inclusive, and some people don't like Halloween, and we don't want to offend.
What? Because the ween for males? What do they want?
Yes. It's because it has the word ween in it.
I don't
Froggy.
understand.
Yes. No, I mean, it has images of the devil.
Oh,
ghouls,
that stuff?
No. It's more than that, Fester.
It's a lot.
It's because I've had this conversation with other parents at my school. There are so many. My child's school is so diverse. I mean, I forget the number of different countries that are represented there. I could go through the list. Russia.
Okay, we don't need the list.
India, everywhere. You wouldn't. I'm serious.
No, you know what? On second
I
thought,
have a very diverse school. Okay, and I've talked to other parents and teachers there, and they're like, no, we can't do Halloween because it's not inclusive to these other cultures that we have.
A kid from Russia? What, a hockey player's kid or something?
Right. Well, what I'm saying to myself is like,
Vagisilevsky's kid doesn't like Halloween? How old is How old?
But here's the thing: even if you're from Russia or wherever you're from, don't you want to come get in the groove here and do a storybook parade and wear a costume? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why that wouldn't be inclusive because everybody would be included.
All right, let's go to phones on this. You as a parent, have you been tangled up in this fake Halloween web of fake spider webs? Which, by the way, a lot of wildlife experts say don't put up the spider web stuff all over your trees and house because it'll trap birds and stuff. But if you're a parent and you've run into this whole Halloween thing where, like at schools, they're trying to erase Halloween per se, and it's the fall festival. It's the fall event, and they want to go ahead and they want to cancel Halloween or the word Halloween. Right. Have you run into this? Any comments on this? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with it? Disagree with it? Come on, it's Halloween. I mean, it's like just leave some traditions alone. All right, 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Have you had an issue at your school regarding Halloween and the cancellation of the name? And I saw this last night, this little elementary school in Humboldt, Iowa. And now, listen to this. Statement to local media. The district has replaced Halloween with fall-themed parties. All decisions we make are in the best interests of students while considering instructional time, attendance, families, having the financial means to participate, and being inclusive to all those from all backgrounds. That's really what it is. I mean, instructional time, attendance, financial means. Come on, it's all about we don't want to offend anybody. Oh, we don't want to use the term Halloween and upset him. Come on, what is going on? All right, phones are loading up here. I want to take some calls here. 800-990-1047. Have you run into this issue? Have you had a problem at your school? Have they banned the word Halloween, or they don't have any Halloween events? All right, Andrew's screening calls right now. Phones are all jammed up. 800-990-1047 is how you get on. 800-990-1047. So, Roxanne, before I go to calls here, Roxanne, your daughters are 3 and 6. Now,
yes.
your daughter just started kindergarten or first grade?
First grade.
All right. And what's the story in first grade? Are they allowed to have Halloween?
No.
So in Hillsborough...
Halloween doesn't exist at our school.
Oh,
it's a fall festival. A fall celebration.
Oh, man.
Listen,
all right, let me grab Mary. Mary is in Palm Harbor. Hey, Mary, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hello. Hey, I just want to offer a different perspective.
Yeah.
As a former elementary school teacher, imagine a classroom full of kids with a ninja suit on. What are they going to act like? If they're wearing a ninja outfit, what are they going to act like?
All right, ban ninjas.
I understand that.
So what are you saying? The kids have nunchucks and throwing stars, and they're going to throw a...
No, it causes fights in the classroom. I'm being really serious.
Well, I mean, I see
your... about the actual event. It's about how the kids are acting because they're super excited to be dressed up as a ninja, so they're going to...
All right, so some kid dresses as Spider-Man, he's climbing the walls in your classroom?
Yeah, he'll jump off a table or jump off a desk or... I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's a good reason not to. I understand that, but it's more than that. It's like nothing even outside the classroom. No Halloween, no talk of Halloween outside, anything related to
All
school.
right. And if you think this is interesting, folks, wait until you hear. After I finish with this, Mary, hold on a sec. After wait till you hear the second Halloween story. So I'm going to segue into something else right after this that is maybe even crazier. All right. So, Mary, final word. Go ahead.
No, I was just offering a different perspective.
All right, Mary. And what grades did you teach with these rambunctious little wackos?
Preschool through third.
Oh, gotcha. Oof. All right. And Mary, you're a former teacher?
Yes.
Well, you just had enough?
Yes, I'm retired now.
All right, Mary.
I'm very happy.
She's retired.
Thanks for the call, Mary.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Let's grab Salima in Odessa. Salima, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, this completely disgusts me. Stop taking things away from children. It's gross. And then the same people that complain about all this, they participate in Cinco de Mayo and they don't have an issue with that. Or
Oh, yeah, third graders chugging margaritas and tequila. It happens all the time.
I'm talking about their parents who complain about this stuff.
Oh, they had a Cinco de Mayo chug-a-thon at Grady Elementary last.
There you go.
Yeah.
Why can't you participate
Yeah.
in that and
Yeah.
not the fun stuff and the kids stuff? That's ridiculous.
Sponsored by Corona.
No, by Jose Cuervo. Come on, man, get it right. Hey, Salima, thanks for the call.
Mm-hmm.
All right, have a great day. Let's grab Linda. Linda's in St. Pete. Hey, Linda, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, MJ. The school that I was working in, the reason why they took it away is because some children could not afford a costume and they felt left out, and they didn't want the children to have to experience that.
Okay, everybody has a bed sheet. You could be a ghost.
But then you don't want to be the kid with the bed sheet, Mr. Hoity-toity over there. Listen, I understand.
I was a pumpkin, and I painted my shirt orange.
Yeah.
And put little lines on it.
Did you have to think what color a pumpkin was? You moron.
I'm told you, I'm not good with
Parents
colors.
aren't that creative.
No.
Linda, have a great day. Thanks. Let me grab Jenny in Valrica. All right, a few more calls on this. And then I've got the Halloween segue story. So the second item, wait till you hear this one. Jenny is next in Valrico, MJ Morning Show. You're on. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, how you doing,
Well-
guys? Listen to you every morning. Yes, I work at a charter school. I'd rather not say which one, but it's K through 8, sorry. And they took that away because a lot of the kids were scared, and also because it is a charter school / Hillsborough County, the parents' rights. And so they took that away. They felt that the kids, it was scaring the kids. They're really scared, and they feel that if they're going to have Halloween, that they should do that on their own time, going to houses and stuff like that with their family. So
All I know, Linda, is when I was a kid and I was in elementary school, kindergarten through 5th grade, for instance, and it's really like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I think maybe 5th grade, but I think it may be kind of
elementary school
yeah.
years.
So I was up in New York at that point, living in Nanuet just before we moved to Virginia Beach, and nothing was wrong. Everyone loved it. I mean, this was mid 1970s. I went to a elementary school in Nanuet, New York, called George W. Miller, and man, how did we survive? Having Halloween and all the kids showing up in their costumes and the teachers with those little, Halloween cardboard cutouts or the styrofoam little decorations all over them. How did we survive?
Yeah.
How did I grow up to be a somewhat productive member of society?
I used to love dressing
I wasn't bubble wrapped as a freaking little kid,
No, there's a lot more scary things now, the newer movies and stuff like that. So a lot of the parents' rights is, we don't want that at the school. So now we're just going to do a fall festival because it's sweet, it's kind. You got Disney and all of that and Snoopy. So a lot's changed.
MJ, look back at
thank you.
costumes from the 70s.
Yeah.
They were essentially a garbage bag with some print on them and a mask with a little strap around it.
That's true.
All right. Now everybody's ghouls and
where the elastic band would break off with that little staple.
First minute
Yeah.
you snap the band. But now she's right. There's very elaborate costumes. There's really kind of inappropriate ones for school. I kind of get it.
Let me grab Hero. Hero's in. Are you the Hero 12 at this point? Or are you an old Hero model? Hero.
Love your sandwich.
I try to live up to my name, MJ. I was
my mom named me after Procol Harum when he made fun of the British Intrepid.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I love your sandwich, Hero.
Yeah, I've got the Hero 10 Black. Should I upgrade to the new Hero 11 or 12? That's folks. I'm a little GoPro joke here. Okay, all right. So go ahead, Hero.
All right, so yeah, my kid came home from school a couple days ago, and it said "Hollow Queen," and it was a rainbow flag with a picture of RuPaul on it.
Come on.
Shut up.
Come on.
All right, goodbye, Hero. Hero, you're a zero. That joke sucks.
Wait a second. All right, let him play the joke out. All right, go. All right, go. Hero, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for having me, MJ. This is Hero calling out of Palm Harbor. So, my kid came home from school a couple days ago, and I couldn't believe it. It was a rainbow flag. It said "Hollow Queen" with a picture of RuPaul in the corner.
All right, hang on. Hey, dude, let's retake that again.
All right.
Can we retake that one more time?
I think you can smooth out.
Smooth it out.
Hero, do you go to like open mic stand-up night at some of the local clubs or what?
No, I'm a pool technician.
All right.
This thing on?
All right, Hero, thanks for the call.
I love my pool techs giving
All right.
LBGT unfriendly jokes.
One last call on this, and then I got to go to the second Halloween story, which is, I think, even crazier. What would you do if this happened to you? Linda, final call on this. Newport Richie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to let you know my experience when my kids were in about 4th grade. I had them in a Christian school. I'm Catholic. I was raised in a Catholic school. At the Christian school, they wouldn't let them have Halloween, and I was horrified. I was like, what? So I actually went to the Catholic church here in Florida, and I asked the priest, I said, is Halloween bad? Or am I not supposed to let my kids participate? And what he told me was, sure, we would love to see them as angels or lambs or whatever, but as long as they don't go overboard with their crazy devil costumes and everything else, let them have fun for the day. I said, thank you.
All right. God. Thank you, Father. Then she said, give 10 Our Fathers.
And how many Hail Marys?
20 Hail Marys.
Right.
And
how many Hail Monsters?
Hail Monster.
Well, he said, let them have fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Linda. Have a great day. All right, listen to this one. So from that Halloween, little school politically correct stuff that's just out of control. Has been for a while, but it seems that it's getting worse and worse. This person apparently was ridiculed and yelled at for Halloween decorations in the yard. Now, you roll through my neighborhood, we've got everything. We've got the whole selection of all the newest versions of those 12-foot monster statues. There's all kinds of new ghouls. And, it started out with what? The skeleton was like that original giant one. And then there was like a Frankenstein. This is like a Grim Reaper one. We have whatever's available in the giant 12-foot statue category. It's in my neighborhood. And I'm walking every single day. So I'm seeing all the Halloween decorations, go up. It started in September. We had houses putting up the Halloween decorations in my neighborhood back in mid-September was like the earliest that I saw. Listen to this. This person says that they love their Halloween decorations but didn't realize they would upset the neighbor. Well, I'll tell you what, don't let your neighbors come to my neighborhood because those decorations are everywhere. I might be the only house without Halloween decorations. You got graveyards, the tombstones. I get there are dozens of houses with the tombstones all over the place.
Okay.
And it's stuff and skeletons and stuff hanging from there was a skeleton that was hanging from the tree, and they took that down. I wonder if somebody complained. But listen to this. In South Carolina, Selena Webb in September started hanging her Halloween decorations. Cardboard graveyard, giant spider web, 2 life-size skeletons with a small casket. Guess what? The adult son of a neighbor knocked on her door. So this is this Selena Webb. She's in South Carolina. She got all kinds of decorations. The adult son of her neighbors who are elderly knocked on her door, and she says, quote, he starts to tell me that his father was diagnosed with lung cancer, and then he started to talk about my Halloween decorations, And she said, well, what do my decorations have to do with this?
He's going to be dead soon.
They were offended because of all the tombstones and the skeletons and the coffin in the yard because the neighbor is
I get it.
in bad physical health and very, very old. And the woman's like they're trying to guilt her into taking down all her decorations, that they're upset and they think it's morbid because they've got
It's morbid. It is. Dude, I'm MJ.
She's got two skeletons holding a coffin in her. Seriously. Hey, here's the picture. You want to see the picture? That's the picture. So the neighbor, I'll hold it up to MJ TV if you want to see the picture. Look at this.
It's all morbid.
Look at this.
Yeah.
So skeleton 1, skeleton 2, and they're holding the casket here. And they got tombstones and everything. And they're all upset because one of the elderly neighbors is having some health issues and apparently is somewhat terminal. And they're like, this is disrespectful. This is upsetting us. So take it all down. So what do you think they ought to do? Should they take the stuff? I mean, if you have a good relationship with the neighbor, I don't know. But, it's Halloween. It's once a year. I mean, she probably went out and spent hundreds of dollars on this stuff.
It's not once a year. It's once a year for like 6 weeks of all this body, bones, and crap in your neighbor's yards.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying this whole thing's getting overblown. It's only getting worse.
So what do you think about neighbors having like a personal crisis, which it's terrible. I feel bad that they have a family member that's in a terminal situation, but
or like, how about that Halloween decor that was like so real? It was like a house burning down.
Oh.
And then what if they did that next door to a house that actually did burn down? That would be tasteless.
Let's talk Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Let's talk Billy Joel for a second.
All right.
Okay.
My wife not my wife, correction, sorry. My mother. This is like mid-1970s. And remember the Billy Joel song, Heart Attack, you ought to know by now.
Right.
Hey, Andrew, bring up that Billy Joel clip, all right? So, mid-1970s, my grandfather died of a heart attack. My grandfather, 69 years old. This is my mom's dad. And he was playing cards with a bunch of friends at Hillcrest in Hollywood, Florida, in building number 6, 1200 South Hillcrest Drive, Hollywood, Florida, 33021, apartment 305. He didn't die in the apartment. He was down the hall. He was like 8 apartments down. It was like a Tuesday night, like a card night. And they're around the table, and my grandfather just keeled over.
Oh.
Just had a massive heart attack, and that was it. So my grandfather, Papa Fred, he passed away. And then my mom was so offended, was so pissed off at Billy Joel because of the song. And
This is moving out, right?
I'm moving out.
Yeah, they're moving out. Exactly. Yeah. Can't get enough of Billy Joel, baby.
I love Billy Joel.
Yeah.
It's offensive.
Yep, can't get enough. All right, so my mom was offended at Billy Joel and the heart attack. And would turn the radio off. It was like a hit back then. It was like it was originally, when it was released.
Well, just reminded her of it.
I never realized how offensive Billy Joel really was.
Wow. Billy Joel. Next time you're around, maybe you can, give my mom an apology for 1977 or something, or 76, whatever the deal was. When did that song? Hey, Andrew, when did that song come out? When did Moving Out?
Moving Out?
Yeah, when was that?
79.
Was it because maybe it was 78?
That was some of his earlier stuff when he had puffy hair.
I just remember. You know when you have like, it was 77. So 77. So I just, when you have like memories of a song and then suddenly you flash back to somewhere you were when you heard the song.
Yeah.
I remember it came on the radio. We had left New York. We were in Virginia Beach. I know exactly where the hell we were. We were in Haygood Shopping Center on Independence Boulevard, Haygood Shopping Center. We were like in front of Roses. There was a Roses. There was an A&P supermarket. There was a Virginia National Bank as an out parcel. And we were right in the parking lot. And the song comes on. And my mom, she starts like yelling at the radio and turns it off. Okay. And because Billy Joel went heart attack. And it just reminded her of my grandfather, her father, who had a heart attack, and she just hated that song. Yes.
Not to be a one-upper, because this is not what this is, but just to share conversation and open up with a little Billy Joel therapy.
Yes.
I remember my mother used to say that people committed suicide over only the good die young.
Get out of here.
I know. That's what she said. I was like, no way. She goes, yeah.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
yeah. People committed suicide because of this, because they thought they were good.
God.
Like, Ma, this sounds crazy.
Come out, Virginia. Don't let me wait.
Oh, man.
You Catholic girls start much too late. Oh, but sooner or later, it comes down to fate. Yeah.
All right.
I can't get enough Billy Joel, baby.
Love Billy Joel.
Yeah. All right. So, true story. True story. All right. 8:51 at the MJ Morning Show. We have a loaded segment next. We cross into the 9 o'clock hour. Make sure you keep listening to us every morning in the 9 o'clock hour. You got to keep listening because I have the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. 9:10 must-hear story of the day is coming up, and a lot more in minutes. Oh, I got to talk about jean washing. Roxanne, do you wear jeans? I don't. Do you have?
Yeah, I wear jeans probably 2 days a week.
Okay, so Roxanne, I got to give you a hot tip here on cleaning
Ooh, I love a hot tip.
your jeans. Okay. Also, the latest on Mary Lou Retton and Cheeto Dog. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. Oh, Roxanne, we got to talk about corsets. All right, and this is right up your
I'm
alley.
wearing one.
Yeah. All right, hold on. All of that and more next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Now, I don't want you to be the victim of. Billy Joel, 9:01 at the MJ Morning Show. And I'm looking at my Instagram. I cannot believe how many comments have been made regarding the surreptitious, sneaky picture I took of Michelle sleeping on the couch last night with her mummy bandages on her face after her fractional laser treatment to keep her skin baby soft and beautiful. Yeah, so this is insane. No, she was up late last night. She was working on stuff. So listen, I would have heard from her already, and she doesn't check Instagram much. She's not on social media. Listen, I wouldn't, if I didn't need social media to help promote the radio show, if I didn't need the listener engagement,
you wouldn't use it to exploit your wife.
Right, I would, exactly. Well, that too. But I wouldn't be on social media. I wish I could rid my life of social media, but it's sort of an important element to what we do, and it's just an enhancement to our complete entertainment process here. So this is crazy. If you haven't seen it, before I move on, if you're on Instagram, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and, well, everyone's making some noise about the last picture I took last night of my wife sleeping with the mummy bandages on her face. And at this point, there are 332 comments. That might be I punch higher than my weight as far as my Instagram goes.
What? Is that how you look at it?
Hang on a minute. No, this is important. So right now I have 14,400 followers.
Yeah. So I know what he's saying.
I have 14,400 followers. You'll see like some other radio folks or other radio people that maybe have 50, 60, 70,000. And my engagement, meaning the number of likes, the number of video views, the number of comments, in many cases, in most cases, exceed the engagement that people have that have more followers than what I have. That's what I mean about punching above my weight.
Forget radio hacks. Real celebrities who have a couple of 100,000 followers don't have as much engagement as you do.
Yeah, the engagement on my Instagram is insane.
It's
true. It's true.
Before I'm murdered, some people think, and before I have to take the picture down, go look at Michelle. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Take a look, leave a comment, and if you don't follow me, give me a follow on Instagram before she makes me cancel my account. All right, so Certified MJ Radio. Let me know what you think. Moving along. All right, we got the big announcement for Ray J, the big announcement at the stadium after 1 o'clock today on the big event that's coming. I was about to blurt it out on yesterday's program, but I was stopped that I could do some damage relationship-wise if I did the blurt. So, numerous rumors floating around town. I was made aware of the announcement earlier this week because, well, I'm in the know. Okay, I'm plugged in. I got the connection. So I'm going to let it happen organically and naturally. I'm not going to blurt. Yes, Fester.
Good job not blurting it out today either.
Thank you very much. All right, so Roxanne, how do you wash your jeans? Now, this is not a new subject entirely because this has come up many times over the last maybe even 15 years on this show. How there are some fabric experts or garment professionals that say you should really minimally wash your jeans. Never wash your jeans. Some people say never wash your jeans, or just spray it down with
they smell. They get a smell like They get a certain smell after
dusty,
a while.
musty smell.
It's like dirty laundry.
Like must.
Yeah, dude, it's dirty laundry.
Yeah.
The CEO of Levi's, he says when his jeans are really gross, he doesn't put them in a washing machine. He wears them in the shower.
I had a buddy who did that.
Have you heard of this?
What?
Yeah, you know what? I
had a buddy who did that with his school pants.
You know what?
A type of Catholic.
I think I heard of some women putting jeans on and going in a bathtub and then
make them fit better?
Soaking them. Well, I think that was a thing also. And then letting it dry and shrink up so you can get that
fits to your body.
That tight jean look that some women like. But the CEO of Levi's, Levi Strauss and Company, his name is Charles Berg. And his advice on cleaning your jeans is don't use the washing machine ever. Use the shower. He says when his jeans are getting funky, He says,
Yeah, let's not let them get to that point.
well, he says when they're really, and this is in quotes, when his jeans get really gross, he says washes them with hand soap in the shower.
Ooh.
Like you'd wash your legs. That's what he says. So he wears his jeans in the shower and then use hand soap, and he washes his jeans in the shower. So rubs the soap into the jeans and then lets it rinse off with the shower coming down on the jeans, and then get the soap out, and then just take your wet jeans off and let them dry. He said it's not a daily thing. It's just when the jeans are really gross. Otherwise, he says he'll do a spot clean if he spills something on his jeans. And this advice comes 9 years after he suggested, I think we talked about this 9 years ago, whatever, that people never wash their jeans. He was at some event, but the latest interview he did was with CNBC, and he says, yeah, you wash your jeans too much, you put them in the washing machine, that it impacts the shape and the color of the jeans, it hurts the appearance, and shortens the lifespan of your jeans.
Are the same people who are proposing this taking videos of themselves in the shower in their jeans, trying to get hits?
Well, this
you know
is
what I mean? Like,
this
is this like a
from
gimmick?
the CEO of Levi.
Levi's.
Oh, sorry, the rest of you guys.
Yeah. So anyway, heads up on that. We have an update on Mary Lou Retton.
She's still alive?
Yeah. I hope so.
Well, her fundraiser's blown out the door, man. They've raised over $250,000. This was as of last night.
What was the name of that platform?
TMZ had a story last night. Let me see if they have it in the story. Yeah, we mentioned the platform. It was like a GoFundMe, but it wasn't GoFundMe. Let me see if I can. So this is TMZ. And as of 5:44 p.m. Eastern time yesterday.
It's Spot Fund.
Yeah, there you go. Mary Lou Retton's daughter, McKenna Kelly, updated fans about her mom via Instagram, saying that she's still in the ICU, continues to fight. I mean, you know, I just see Mary Lou Retton as like this young teenage gymnast on a box of, cornflakes or something. You know, it's just weird to think about Mary Lou Retton's kid, and like 18 years old or something.
Yeah.
She's 55.
She was just on Dancing with the Stars, was it? Was she on that
was
show?
she?
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right.
Now, Mary Lou Retton from the 84 Olympics in L.A., she's fighting for her life. She's still in the ICU. She's getting incredible medical care from the doctors and nurses. She thanks them. And Mary Lou Retton's daughter, McKenna, along with her three sisters, Skyla, Shayla, and Emma, thanking everyone for love and support, continued prayers. So right now, where are we? Go to the.
Yeah, I'm on the Spot Fund page right now.
Because as of yesterday afternoon, it was over $285,000. So where is it? Oh my God! It's at $351 right now. Fester just went to it.
Wow.
$351,372. And part of the deal here, well, actually, probably the whole damn deal is, first of all, I hope she recovers. I don't want Mary Lou Retton to die. She's a gold medalist. She's an American treasure.
Yeah.
And hopefully she pulls out of this. I mean, you talk about. The epitome of health, an athlete of monumental proportions, and she's fighting some rare pneumonia. The big issue is she doesn't have health insurance. So the GoFundMe or what is it called?
Spot Fund.
The Spot Fund Me is now over $350,000.
Can't the U.S. Olympics help?
Seriously.
That's a big organization.
All the money they take in bribes, they can't just give a little bit to Mary Lou Retton?
Yeah.
That's a really good point. All right, so listen, all the best to Mary Lou Retton. I hope to hell she can pull through this thing. Speaking of money, Fester, do you have the clerk queued up from that? You got it?
I do.
All right. So earlier this morning, in the first hour, we already had the news, obviously, because it broke overnight. It broke actually, I guess it was about, 1 a.m.?
Our time.
Yeah, a little after midnight. The drawing for Powerball was at 10:59 p.m. Eastern last night up in Tallahassee. The state of Florida, they're in the facility up in Tallahassee. That's where Powerball is drawn, and Mega Millions for the whole damn country. They do Mega Millions there too, right? They do both, I think.
Sure.
All right. I know Powerball. So one ticket, folks, one. So if you were, dreaming last night, oh man, I'm going to win the Powerball. Listen, you didn't win. You might have won $12 or something. All right. Like I just scanned when I bought my losing tickets, which are in my wallet in my pocket right now. Last night, I took my old ticket from Monday, and the 10 games that I played, I got $12 back on 30.
Nice.
So I got hosed on $18. So last night I scanned my ticket before I bought the new tickets. I parlayed the 12 win into the $30 new purchase. So I owed $18. And so what? I had $12 winner. Listen, bottom line is I'm never going to win this damn thing. I don't know why I play it. It's the whole FOMO thing, which I'm typically not sucked into that BS. But one winner again, California,
right?
One winning ticket last night, $1.73 billion sold at Midway Market and Liquor in Frazier Park, California, roughly 70 miles north of Los Angeles. Now, hold on. Before I get to the 9:10 must-hear story of the day, hold on, I got it. And it's a theme you've already heard today. This is just some new little twist. So I want to hear what you parents with younger kids, like you, Roxanne, and Fester and Froggy, what you think of this. And Andrew's got a little 3-year-old running around the house now. All right, so I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, so Fester, you've got, this is audio from KCAL News, KCAL out in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And they were already up at the convenience liquor mart at Midway Market and Liquor in Frazier Park, California. And they were already talking to the clerk.
They literally raced up there and got there just in time for the newscast.
For their 10 o'clock news last night on KCAL News, Los Angeles. Did Hal Herman ever work there?
Hal never got to L.A. What?
Medford was the biggest city.
Medford's where he peaked.
Did you just say Hell-A?
Hell-A? Never. He would never be caught dead in a market that big.
Yeah, alrighty. So, now, live from KCAL News, it's the 10 o'clock news on KCAL.
With Hal.
With Hal on KCAL.
That would work.
So listen to the clerk that got interviewed at the store that sold this winning $1.73 billion ticket last night. Roll it, Fester.
So when?
Probably about 30 minutes ago. The phone's been ringing off the hook. People saying congratulations.
This is a clerk.
Crazy.
And your reaction is you're stunned.
Somebody owes me a truck. A lot of customers come in. They come in every day to get their tickets religiously. And a lot of them, like I said, oh, if I win, I'm going to get you a new truck. So where's my truck? I'll be waiting.
Yeah, you're counting on that. And I know that you said that we're somewhat far down. We're not along the freeway. So we're into town here in Frazier Park. So the people buying here are locals.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's a local. Like I said, there's people that come in every day to get their tickets. We know them by name. And so I'm sure somebody's going to be screaming up and down. Like I said, for the last half an hour, the phone's just been ringing off the hook. People, congratulations, I can't believe it. And I can't believe it. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, how does it feel to be billionaire adjacent? Because you very likely know the winner.
Probably. That would be pretty cool. I hope so. Like I said, I don't want to be greedy, but a nice new truck would be cool. I'm cool with that.
And of course, the store also will get $1 million. That is the policy of Powerball. The winning retailer always gets up to $1 million. And with this big of a jackpot, you will certainly be getting that, which is also exciting.
Wow. So
she's real smooth.
It varies in different states. But in California, I guess the store is going to get $1 million that sold the ticket. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. $1.73 billion. Powerball, we have a winner. One freaking ticket again. Again, California. All right, 9:10 must-hear story. All right, I'm running a little late here on the must-hear story, but it's Halloween as well. And I want to know if you guys, as parents of younger kids, Roxanne, 3 and 6-year-old. Fester, you've got what, 8 and 12?
7 and 12, yes.
7 and 12.
Just had birthdays.
All right. Froggy, your kids are what?
They're about to be 9 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Is this a horrible parent situation, or do you concur? Do you agree? Are you guys aware of the Switch Witch?
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. Roxanne says no. Fester says yes.
I think I have an idea.
We know about the Switch Witch.
What is the Switch Witch Fest? This is very controversial. That's why it's the must-hear story for 9:10 at 9:16. All right, so what is the Switch Witch?
So the kids go out in the neighborhood. They go trick-or-treating, get as much candy as they can.
Yep.
And then when they come home, you let the kids pick a few pieces of their favorite candy, and then the rest of it you put on the porch. You put outside the house. And then in the middle of the night, the Switch Witch comes and takes the candy and leaves a present.
Yeah, I think there are different versions of the Switch Witch, but that's similar. Or some parents will just say, hey, the Switch Witch dropped this off, and they don't make it a secret. It's kind of like Tooth Fairy-ish. But essentially, that's the Switch Witch. That you get all the tooth-rotting candy and the giant pillowcase or bucket or whatever the hell they're using. The big East Pack backpack or whatever. Whatever they're using to collect their stuff, that you get them to turn all the candy in so they don't have to ingest all this stuff, and then they trade it in for a toy or something else they might want.
Give me a break.
That's the Switch Witch.
Dumb.
Yeah, I just accept that Halloween is the time of year that, Thanksgiving, November, we're going to eat all that candy. We're going to put on 5 pounds.
Yeah,
we're going
rocks
to
their
have
face
jitters.
off.
Yeah.
I pay good money to the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
So, fix them up, kid. I don't know. How do you feel about the Switch Witch?
Say it again.
How do you feel about the Switch Witch?
How do I feel about the Switch Witch?
Yeah.
I think, come on, let Halloween happen, man. Just let one time a year, let the kids, have a big bucket of candy.
I'll tell you what, if a Switch Witch came around my house when I was a kid, she would have gotten some stitch witches in her face, because I didn't want. I want my candy.
Yeah, my kids would say that the Switch Witch is a bitch. That's what my kids would say.
And you know who eats most of the candy anyway? The parents eat the candy anyway. I mean, my kid, they take a couple pieces that night, they go to bed. I ransack my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, why do we just have a couple of Sour Patch Kids left? I'm like, oh
no! I sense Cajun Halloween fester.
Right now, this Halloween season, I tell you, I take all my kids' candy. I'll take my little kids' Snicker balls. I'll take his little Reese's Pieces. I'll take it all. But my kid be like, Daddy, where my candy go? I'll be like, you sit down right now.
What about the Kit Kat?
I'll kick your ass right to Lake Pontchartrain.
What about the whatchamacallit?
I take a whatchamacallit. I take a Kit Kat. I take a Payday. I take 100 grand. I take them all.
That's mine.
I take them all. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. White chocolate. White chocolate. Right there. I'll tell you right now. My favorite. I eat them all. White chocolate peanut butter cup.
Cajun Fester. You're too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cajun Fester on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, did you see...
We can't go to that well too often.
It's real. You got to do Cajun Fester kind of... But people love Cajun Fester. But it kind of maybe hits a point of diminishing returns. Because you had a Cajun Fester roll like 2 days ago that was spectacular. And you kind of haven't lived up to it.
It's not him.
Whoa.
It's just that
Yeah.
it's not him. It's
What do you mean it's not him? It is him.
You listen to me, little man.
What do you mean? It's the content that rolls out of his face.
You should write down some stuff.
What do you mean it's not him? It is him.
Why don't you write down some facts about the bayou?
It couldn't be more him,
It was
Roxanne.
like the magic of the moment.
Don't you say
day.
that Cajun Fester did not live up to it. I'll drown you in Lake Pontchartrain.
You see the dog that's been nicknamed Cheeto?
Aw.
Why?
No.
Was it rolled in orange flour?
You're somewhat close. There's a dog named Cheeto has been rescued, but it's not really Cheeto or Cheetos. You know that big barrel of cheesy puffs that you get at Sam's Club or Costco?
The Utz brand?
I think it is. It's that big barrel of cheese balls.
Yeah.
Dog gets his head stuck in the barrel. Come on, what are you laughing at? It's not funny.
That's a dream for that dog, just eating those Cheetos.
No, there was nothing in there. It was just like licking the dust out of the bottom. So they've nicknamed the dog Cheeto, was rescued. This is up in Michigan, according to an animal shelter. I guess it's a stray. A good Samaritan found this emaciated dog who was wandering around, no food, no water, and its head was stuck in the plastic, Utz-like cheese ball bucket from Costco.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, and then the person brought him to the Last Stop Animal Rescue and Sanctuary. in Carlton, about 35 miles southwest of Detroit, according to the Detroit Free Press. Yeah, the pup's been out on the run. They don't know how long it's been around, but they do know that the jug was on the dog's head for at least 3 days.
Look at the size. Look at the size of the guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen the pictures?
Yeah, is that? I know I've seen that bucket in the past.
That's torture.
Yeah, the dog's head was stuck in the bucket and they couldn't get it. So finally, the dog couldn't get its head out of the bucket. And the pictures are online, and finally, it's a happy ending. And it appears to be like a mix of a Great Pyrenees and a German Shepherd, is what the shelter's saying. And dog's about 60 to 70 pounds underweight. They think the dog is as young as 18 months old. It looks like a sweet dog. See, someone's going to adopt this thing. Anyway, the dog's name is now Cheeto.
Aw.
But it wasn't a Cheeto bucket. It was the Utz, whatever they sell at Sam's Club.
Yeah, cheese ball.
It's the cheese ball bucket container, that big plastic barrel.
His name should be Cheese Ball.
Oh, my God. My kids wanted, every time we went, that's all they wanted was that cheese bucket.
Nothing beat the little Planters one.
Yeah, but the deal, then you got orange powder all over the furniture, all over the faces. It's on their fingers. They're touching it. And,
You never let your kids take Cheetos on a boat.
I try to keep. Oh, really?
That's a rule.
Oh man, a white fiberglass boat, all with Cheeto dust all over the damn place.
When they get wet, they just turn to mush instantly.
Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. So as I always say, the best part of the show is the last segment. And hey, the other stuff ain't half bad either, folks. But best segment is next. Don't move. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show in minutes here on Q105 at 9:23. I have a riddle. It is the final segment on the MJ Morning Show, of which I consistently say is the best of the segments of the day. And I have a lot of people agree. Why? Because it's all of the great stuff I just didn't get to. We can't get to everything every single day. We just can't get to it all. All right, so Fester found the brand of cheese ball that the dog had on its head, and it's got like a purplish label. Is that it, Fester?
It's the Utz.
It's Utz?
Utz.
No,
see, because look, here's the yellow label, and then you see purple and orange.
Yeah.
And then here's the jug.
By the way, Andrew did put a picture or a link. Is it a link to the picture of the dog, Andrew? Yes? Okay.
It's a good-looking puppy.
Yeah, someone's got to adopt this dog. I'm sure it's a sweet... You see the face? It looks like a sweet dog. All right, so you're just tuning in. Up in Michigan, this dog was running around some neighborhood for 3 days at least, because that's how long people had spotted it. It might be longer. The dog had one of those giant barrels of cheese balls that you get at Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's, and it's the Utz, UTZ brand of cheese ball in that giant jug, which I told you this, my kids just would I had to when my kids were little and I took them to Sam's Club or to Costco, I had to avoid that aisle.
Because you can't get out of it.
There were certain aisles you had to avoid.
Yeah.
You get to know, if you got the kids along, there were certain aisles you got to avoid because the kids are going to throw a tantrum if you don't buy the 5-gallon bucket of cheese balls. So the bucket ended up on the dog's head and couldn't get its head. You know what it's like? It's like when you got a duck or some waterfowl and their head was stuck in those old like 6-pack rings or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Fester did determine that it was an Utz brand that was stuck on the...
Good research.
It was an investigation.
Listen, it's another successful investigation. And, of course, if it has to do with cheese balls and food, Fester's right on it, man.
Or just balls.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I've got a list here, which I'm going to do tomorrow, which I thought was very fascinating, about, slang and a certain generation and slang terms. And I just want to see if you guys know these words, and I want to see if it really pertains to this certain generation and how many of our listeners in other generations, whether it's, listen, we've got listeners like the kids that are born like now, like Generation Z. Generation Z is, what do they say, 1997 to...
We do need to have a sign up.
Yeah.
What Gen Z is, because we refer to
chart.
it.
Far too often.
Yeah,
2012.
All right, so it's like 1996, 97 to 2012. That's Gen Z. So the kids that are like 10, 11, 12 years old right now, so born 2013 plus, what do they call? What is that generation called?
Alpha or something like that? Is it going back to the beginning?
Is it because you got the boomers that are older, Gen X. We're all Gen X in this room. Froggy just sneaked into Gen X by a year or so. You got Gen Y, you got the millennials, and you've got Generation Z. Oh, here we go. So what's the current? Current is Alpha.
Generation Alpha.
Yeah.
Which is a terrible name.
It is. So mid-2010s to mid-2020s is Generation Alpha.
I've got 2 alpha females at home.
Yeah.
How sexist.
Yeah, you do. My kids are both Gen Z because Chloe was an 01 birth and Julian's 04, so they're squarely inside Generation Z. So I've got a list of these slang terms, and I want to see, how pertinent and whether we all know these terms. I'll get to that on tomorrow's show, so stand by. Hey, Roxanne, I mentioned that I want to talk to you about corsets.
Yeah.
And
what's that about?
Were you joking around by saying you're wearing one right now?
I was completely joking. I couldn't. I don't even think you can move your diaphragm when you wear a corset.
But apparently they're coming back. There's a whole movement here, and I saw a fashion story that bust enhancing corsets are back in style. So the corset kind of goes around your rib cage and kind of squeezes things, but it also
Yeah, it squeezes your rib cage really close, like basically on the exhale, like how your rib cage goes in, that's how it squeezes it.
Oh.
And then makes your waist tiny and then flares out at the hips and then also pushes your boobs up.
What an invention.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Well, apparently they're in vogue again. And for whatever reason, they're making a comeback. So I would say to you, Roxanne,
wear a corset tomorrow. Okay, I'll do that.
Whoa,
I didn't say that.
Well, you trying to manifest something there,
Roxanne? You would be closer to fashion trends than we would be. Do you know anybody that is wearing a corset, or would you necessarily know?
Just my mom.
You wear it under clothes, right?
It's the younger women. It's
Am I thinking of a girdle?
No, it's like 20s and 30s. Those individuals, those women in 20s and 30s some of them are bringing the corsets back. Hey,
I'll tell you what I do have.
Like Selena Gomez apparently has been spotted out for dinner in a corset and a whole bustier kind of getup.
I do have bustiers. I have 2.
You have a garter belt or a chastity belt?
I have a chastity belt.
An iron.
Stop it.
Iron chastity.
Come on. With a padlock?
Yeah. Like Robin Hood.
Come on, MJ. Come on. Stop it. No, listen, I just wanted to get your analysis. If you knew about this, that corsets were making a comeback.
It's so funny. Like, I'm going to go into my wardrobe and I'm going to look through what I'm going to wear next season, right? Or this season, fall, right? And I do have 2 bustiers, so I could pull those out. Why am I going to? Because I got fashion news from MJ. So thank you very much.
All right. But they're saying that it's more villain than Victorian. Because when you think of the corset, it was kind of a Victorian, generation or time period kind of thing, right?
Yeah, more BDSM, less Victorian is what it sounds like.
In current times, possibly. But back in the day.
Roxanne, what is
you have a red room?
What does BDSM stand for?
Booty, something else I can't say, sex, And no, it's something like what
Hold on,
is
you
it?
don't know it.
Wait.
You just said BDSM.
I know, but I don't know what it stands for. I just know. Why can't I think of it?
Do you know what it is?
I know it's sadomasochism at the end, right?
All right, so SM is sadomasochism. Yes.
Masochism.
Yeah.
But I forgot what the bondage.
Yes.
Bondage.
Diaper.
What?
No, I'm kidding. No, hey, there's some weirdos in
Bondage. Dumb.
No.
Bondage. Dumb. Dominatrix.
No. Hold on. Well, no, you're getting close. Bondage.
Diminutive.
No.
Dim-witted.
No.
Dominatrix.
All right, a dominatrix performs what task?
Whips and.
But D.
Oh, dominance. Demoralizing.
No. No, come on. Discipline.
That's stupid. I never would have guessed that.
You're throwing around the term BDSM, but you think it's
when they stomp on your junk, that's discipline.
Come on,
they do that.
Frog. You don't need to say that.
When I say the word BDSM, like I don't think of what the acronym stands for. I just picture a woman in leather.
According to the Google, it's discipline or domination. I've always known it to be domination.
Right.
Discipline.
Domination.
Yeah.
But they do say both, right?
Both are acceptable in the in that community.
Now, moving along, folks. Did you hear that a chunk of Tampa's Riverwalk is going to close?
I did hear that about that.
Now, this has see, I told you, we're going to discuss something really interesting here.
For good?
No, listen, there's new construction that's going up in downtown Tampa. So is that Ashley that then dead ends into, where the little drawbridge is over, one of the All right, so here's the deal. And, man, this brings back memories. Part of Riverwalk is going to close partially because of new construction. This is a confirmation that came down this week from the city of Tampa. So Riverwalk traffic, so foot traffic, is going to be moved onto Ashley Drive right in front of the Wells Fargo building between Whiting Street and Broreen because they're finally going to build something on that vacant lot where the Tampa Trump Tower was supposed to go.
Oh.
Now, this brings back some really interesting memories and legal threats and anger and me being called into the general manager's office and having to meet with a lawyer. This goes back to like the mid to late 90s. I'm trying to remember the time frame.
Maybe early 2000. That was always the Trump Tower property.
Was it early 2000s?
Maybe.
So it might have been maybe 99, 2000. Listen, the deal was if you don't know this, folks, they were supposed to build a Trump Tower in downtown Tampa. And on Ashley, when you get to the end of Ashley, and what's the street that then goes over the drawbridge? What street is that? I'm talking about.
No, it's not Madison.
No,
what is it?
I gotta look at the map of South. I don't know.
Yeah.
The drawbridge street.
But it's that empty lot and what's happened, that's been vacant for years. That was supposed to be a Trump Tower property. Now, Trump wasn't building it. Trump licensed his name to be built, but a lot of people thought that Trump was involved, and that was a mess. Let me tell you what happened. I remember this. Is that
no? It's it's Broreen.
No, is that Broreen?
Ashley and Broreen, right?
All right, so right there, it's the corner of there. It is Broreen.
Yeah.
So that's right. So the corner of Ashley and Broreen, that empty lot right there along the Hillsborough River there, that lot's been empty forever. It's supposed to be a Trump Tower. Years ago, so it might have been 2000 or so, or early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. I remember when this project was getting underway and it was so hot and people were throwing down $50,000 deposits.
Taking deposits.
What did Fester, you were through with me during this. What did I say?
No, don't do it.
I said it was never going to be built.
Never. Don't do it.
I had some good intel, and this is what happened. I said on the air on multiple occasions that, man, people are throwing all this money at this Trump Tower that's supposed to be built in downtown Tampa. And I said, it is never going to be built. Well, The developers got all pissed off. I remember the whole project went defunct. People lost their deposits. I mean, I think a lot of people lost money, lost their deposits. But I said, folks, it's never going to get built. While people were, take my money, take my money. And I remember we got like a cease and desist letter. Mm-hmm. I was called into Dave Reinhardt's office. And the local lawyer, whoever of counsel for J-Core or Clear Channel back then, they were in a meeting. They called me in. Yeah, MJ, we got a legal thing. They're gonna sue, defamation, this, blah, blah. You're saying that the project's never going to be built. I said, because I've got information that the project is never going to get off the ground. And guess what? I was 100% right. The project never got off the ground. But guess what? Now, after all these years, that property is finally going to be developed, and well, hopefully it gets off the ground. I've got no information that it's not, but just that old location is the old, supposed Trump Tower for downtown Tampa that never happened, and I was 100% right. The developers were all pissed off and angry.
You're right, you're right.
They threatened to sue and all that stuff. All right, we got to roll.
Hey, we got to say thank you to Raining Berries. You got to try non-coffee drinkers coffee drink, right? Did you like it?
It tasted like coffee to me. Which I'm not a coffee drinker.
But tea as well.
Yeah.
Tea as
no,
well.
But they brought me the tea in the mason jar, which is fantastic. See, I'm not a coffee drinker.
Right.
But they have these mason jar teas, these infused teas that are fantastic.
Yep, and some avocado
very
toast.
refreshing.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think we're done. Folks, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. The Friday Fester, I need a ride in tomorrow and a ride to the airport.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
I'm leaving, I think, normal time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can. I've got a flight. I got to leave right after the show tomorrow.
Let's go.
All right, folks, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Website is loaded always, mjmorningshow.com. Take a look at the Michelle image before she makes me take it down. Go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and see Michelle sleeping in the mummy getup with her profractional aftermath and the bandages all over her face. And she was sleeping. I took a picture I shouldn't have taken. It's on my Instagram with a jillion comments. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Folks, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.